They're two awesome little dogs, but it's just too much out here for them. When you came,
201, they're now passing
we had the full
Innis.
intentions of being
Now
out here
passing
together.
Innis. I see Alpha
we have a backpack for one
249
of our
is
guys and another
nearby. I
bag
can
for
try
the
and get
other
him on
one
his
if they
phone.
get too tired or too cold.
Yeah, that's not important. They were earlier at the hunt club. Maybe they can help me at least to stop them. Just approaching Rochester.
So we quickly realized that I'm going to be on my own out
10-4,
here.
Alpha 242, are you on the air?
But that's okay. She's still able to help me, clearly, from the hotel room, because I just
They're on 2 Ottawa.
to the red zone. Woo!
Yeah, 10-4, we're not
All right.
covering that in this comm center. I'll just try and get them on the south. Stand by.
Oh. This guy's going to let me go. So, we are apparently in the area that only residents are allowed in with some sort of proof. But I'm sure I will be able to find some of the remaining protesters here.
3 Yankee 061.
So, for a bit of a recap,
Go ahead.
yesterday was a very heavy-handed
Yeah,
police
just
response to the
west
protest.
of
They pushed
King Edward
everybody
here, Rito. I have another male passed out, looking for him to be assessed by paramedics, please.
Very, very reminiscent of what we
10-4,
seen in the GP
any other
days.
medical
So back
concerns
then,
or just passed out right
as
now?
I mentioned in yesterday's stream,
Just him, I was going to talk to
out of
him.
nowhere enacted something called the Public Works
10-4.
Protection Act, and that gave them all of a sudden new abilities to arbitrarily
Sorry,
arrest
there's
people
another
for not
bystander
showing
call. Just want to make sure they're on
identification,
Rito, please.
and to bar anyone from filming
10-4.
the offense. And this is very, very similar. They're arresting people, which, by the way, are all completely fake, false arrests. I've already spoken with a number of people who were arrested, and they weren't. They were for a couple of hours, but no charges, no record of arrest. It's just all for show. So when you hear the media saying hundreds of being
10-4,
arrested,
that's for 38061. They do have EMS en route.
people were arrested. No, it
Okay,
wasn't a
10-4.
lawful
We're just under
arrest. They
the
weren't at their rights. There was nothing
the
of the
construction
sort.
scaffolding
For
here.
the most part, they were driven down the road about 15 to
10-4.
20 minutes, held for 3 or 4 hours, and then let go. And so, nobody's being arrested here. Nobody's facing any charges. Although the police
Semi-conscious, he's breathing. No, nothing life-threatening at the moment.
recently,
10-4.
suggesting that they would start going after people who they claim are illegally protesting. Now, as I've already said, I'm not here as a protester. I stopped coming to these events as a protester probably 17 or 18 years ago.
Dispatch from 30101. Has a phone ping been requested yet?
To document this historic event. And right now,
Negative. Has an
it
officer
seems on the
attempted
ground,
to call. I know that'll be the first
it's
question.
pretty quiet. There's one group,
301. I'll give him a 21.
I believe, who's starting to congregate up here a little more. I'm going to head up to where they were and see how many people are there now. And this may end up being where the large bulk of
Would you mind just doing an RMS check to see if we can find a 21 for
congregating, because I knew it was just going to be a matter of everybody
It's
walking
in
around
CAD.
the perimeter of the fence line.
343
And then just
548
finding the group.
3399.
But the fact that if you happen to be on the outside of the area, you're not getting in unless you can.
Oh, just read his units in the area. Just advisors.
That, you need to
5
get in.
males
So,
northbound on line. Refusing to
yeah,
stop.
hopefully people know
Clear
what to do.
protesters.
But it looks like there's a small group up here. Let me show you. Once again, guys, if you appreciate my efforts here,
10-4,
don't
5
forget to share
males
this one.
northbound. Lion
Click that
refusing
like
to
button,
stop.
share it. And if you want to support me financially, you can do that.
Yeah,
at
that's 10-4. They actually just turned west onto Slater.
There you can do PayPal. PayPal is dan@pressfortruth.ca. I see those
Westbound
notifications
Slater.
pop up on my phone, so I'll shout out a thank you for those. And I did get some Bitcoin.
Everyone, would you mind just going ahead again with that 21?
I don't know who you are, but you know who you are. So if that was you, thank you very much. It's can't tell you how much it's appreciated.
Charlie
because
Delta.
it's interesting what I've already heard they're doing to
10-4, Kilo 201 is on his way there as well. 201, did you copy? They're just east of Hunt Club now.
The kind of head editor
my
of
apologies. Can you send
newspaper, and as I understand it, when he first came down,
actually, what did he do wrong, or what did they want me to do?
The bank to get, I think he said 40 draft checks made up for $2,500 each.
The complaint was that he was throwing things out of the vehicle at the complainant and was tailgating to the point of following them with lane changes, slowing down when they slowed down. The complainant was too scared to exit.
So I'm going to get an interview with him.
Okay,
But today, I figured I better come on down to the...
10-4, Kilo 201, did you copy?
They have them stopped east of Hunt Club.
See what we can see.
That's 10-4, just east of Hunt Club.
Perfect, thank you. I'll be there shortly.
So this is where it would make sense for people to come, because this is where all the big trucks were. But maybe we could talk to a few people here. How you guys doing? Yeah. What's yeah, I know. It's pretty sparse today, eh?
Yeah, we can look at the front and
Yeah.
a few freedom fighters, I guess. See a few trucks.
Audio's better this way. Yeah.
Idiot one. I got him on the 21. He appears calm and has no idea, obviously, why I was calling. So he's aware that we're coming, and once he sees us, he's supposed to come out to the deck and greet us politely.
There's people here, but there's barely anybody. It's like 20 or 30 people.
Yeah. So the trucks got probably moved out whenever.
We're on the Ontario marker, and I have an Ontario bill.
Yesterday, I would imagine.
I'd like to know how they got the trucks out. Did the drivers come back and drive them out, or did they tow them
I
out?
saw
Just
footage,
giving
before I left my hotel
the officers here a break.
Big
Tempo.
tow trucks towing people out. I did see photos of other tow truck companies with they're all masked up, and the company name on the side of their truck is
Their name Vendor V,
they don't want people
Victor
knowing who they
Alpha
are.
November,
Yeah, they're embarrassed.
Delta Echo, Romeo,
Yeah.
Victor Echo Echo
Yeah, I'm
November.
just interested to see what's going to happen now. What are we going to do?
Given one of Keith, common spelling, given two of Ross, common spelling, DOB, 6th of May, 1987.
I'm not going to give up on my
10-4, stand by 1.
Yeah. Did you hear about this protest that's supposed to be going on at the War Museum today?
No, I wasn't sure. I heard someone mention the museum.
Yeah,
That's
so
all
there
I know.
is the War Museum. It's down on like
media here.
it's basically the Quebec border. It's like on the
Talking about how
outskirts, but it's
excited they
probably
are
about
that
a
everyone's
20-minute walk from here. But I think it's going to be very difficult to get there as well.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't
Are you
know.
going to go there yourself? You're going to try it?
Well, I might go check it out, but from what I could tell from my hotel room, it was pretty empty. I had a really good view.
Sure one, I think.
Yeah, from here, I don't know. I guess I'm going to go back to my city. And,
Yeah?
pray that things get a little better. At least I think they were exposed yesterday. I mean, a lot of people maybe were shocked at the amount of police and the heavy-handedness.
10-4, Alpha 242, Smith Falls for your return.
Woke up few people up to the situation that we're in.
Yeah, just stand by there. I'll give it
Well, the
to
whole world is watching.
the Ottawa
This is
unit.
waking up
They can deal with
people
that.
all over the world in many different countries. It's sparking a
10-4,
whole
thanks for doing
movement,
that.
a whole revolution. So, yeah, rest assured that even if things have slowed down here, they're not slowing down.
Comm Center 3 Alpha 249, I was checking in to see 242.
Yeah, you too.
How are you,
Yeah, for
10-4?
sure, man. You have a safe trip. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, 10-4, all is good. He's going to be clearing here. Ottawa unit's on scene now.
well, sad indeed.
One truck left.
10-4, thanks for your help.
This is it, folks.
And he's gonna still go to Quebec.
Let me snag a...
Maybe, I know there's some big
quick picture and
protests
tweet
in
this
Quebec
out.
City still, and some big protests in Calgary right now. I think Calgary's like
Comm Center, all units, reference request from ops. If there's any eastbound traffic on Slater, again, any eastbound traffic on Slater is to be redirected south on Elgin. Again, south on Elgin out of the red zone. Any eastbound traffic on Slater is to be directed south on Elgin.
How you guys doing? Bad, how are you? Yeah, not too bad. Were you out for everything yesterday as well?
the downtown
Yeah.
core.
Last weekend, this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So what's your? I just got here a couple days ago.
3
So I
Zulu
didn't get to
101.
experience the weekend before. How would you say
3
last
Zulu
weekend
101,
was
go ahead.
different from this one?
Update, POU has taken over for this protest.
Yeah.
And also, while I have everyone on the air, I just received word through our OPP True member, directly through the IC, that there is to be no media in the red zone.
Yep.
So we were misadvised earlier. and we are now being told there is no media, regardless of credentials, allowed in the red zone.
10-4, I'll let my ops colleagues know 3 Zulu 101 and who's it? That's 10-5 from True.
No negatives whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah, true members were down here with us, and they confirmed with their IC, so I don't know who that is, but their IC was on the radio and said that.
Turn the camera around. This is a better mic.
No worries. The MSM narrative
Yep.
is obviously completely all lies.
Mhm.
And
So
the people
nobody's
down here at
allowed.
Ground Zero had an incredible time, unity, bonding,
The units down here at Sparks, and
So do you suspect?
we're just wondering, does that include Parliament media? They have a parliamentary pass.
Sparse now.
Well, I think it's more going to be spread out to other areas.
Right.
Because right now there's so much presence. I'm former RCMP myself. There's so much military, if you can call it that. Who knows where they brought them in?
Yeah.
Like they're talking UN troops, maybe people from the States. Who knows who they've actually put in those uniforms.
So you may be a little more privy to this yourself because you're formerly on the force. I'm being, when I tried to get confirmation of where
3EQ065, go ahead.
allowed to be and I'm not allowed to be, and essentially they just said
065 just had another vehicle go through our location after being advised to turn around and turn off. Ontario marker Alpha Mike Romeo 999.
The same questions that you're asking yourself, everybody's asking themselves.
Right.
I don't know.
10-4.
Making it up
I'm
as
trying
they
to
go.
figure that out
So,
right now.
I mean, that's just constantly
Were you in
dynamic.
yesterday?
It's not a static thing. What they say 5 minutes from now is not going to be what's relevant 5
Kind
minutes.
of came in.
And 3 Zulu 101 and other members reference media. Yeah, we're looking into it. We're going to get clarification shortly because we've had 2 different reports on that, but we will get back to being brought up the chain, and we'll get back to you and confirm that shortly.
are just flat out wrong.
Go ahead, 10-4. That's the units here at Sparks and Kent. Thanks.
Ones that are really,
10-4, and for now, don't allow any access, and we'll
the ones that
revisit this shortly.
It's just about getting paid, and that's a temporary.
Yep, 10-4, thank you.
Eventually, whether it's here in Canada and worldwide.
That marker that you just ran comes back to a white 2006 Hummer. Status is attached, tax valid, registered to a dual VN out of Ottawa. It was also run on February 18th at 10:38 by us, and on February 15th at 13:20 by OPS.
It's a beautiful thing to see, because like I said, where we were 2 years ago to where we are now, huge difference.
101 Lion
Those
Street.
police who are being paid, because I've heard this. It's not confirmed. Don't quote me on this, guys. But
And you said there's noticeable paraphernalia?
Being possible. That what the police are being paid here per day.
Yeah, 10-4, Canada flag and speakers, and he also advised that he's staying just for one night and heading on his way tomorrow.
Is motivating them to air. I mean, there's obviously going to be a certain amount of.
I'll double check, but I have a feeling I know what the answer is.
Just don't get it and just have that military background.
10-4, on the same page.
Follow whatever order they're told to do it. And quite clearly a sheep mentality, and or others that are motivated by money. So like I said, that'll exhaust itself, and I think love of humanity and freedom will outweigh any monetary driven mentality.
Yeah. Well said. So what I know you don't can't predict the future or anything, but what do you foresee in the coming days, weeks, maybe even months for downtown Ottawa?
I don't know.
Downtown Ottawa?
And the movement in general.
I think as well, you might see people come back. I think it'll be revolving all around the world and all around. You're going to see they can't police that. Okay, like I said, look how long it took them to get people here. And
Sorry about that. This is the Kilo 201. We have 3 different complaints, so we have other people that were not involved. Do we have a name and a phone number that I can call for this witness?
Corrections officer, police officer, and an electrician. So I mean, if you coordinate this, what people need to do is expand the coordination of it. Just stop working. You need heat, you need electricity, you need plumbing. Well, you know what? Turn the freedom switch back on, buddy. You know what I mean? That's what we want.
In
We
the
all want
duplicated
freedom.
information,
We're
the
all
call
out
there,
here,
there's
we're all the grunts of the
2
earth,
witnesses, I
and
believe,
we
plus
great
the
respect.
complainant.
We're the ones that keep society going, all of us. So if we all coordinate, that's what they're doing. They don't get it. They don't get it. They got a hand on power. That's diminishing.
Yeah.
And the more awake people get, and the more civil liberties and freedom you take away.
Just going to call the witness. Thank you.
You know what? Why are we working?
Right.
What are we doing? We've been in a not a self.
Yeah, copy.
Some people are self.
I'll just stay down the road there, okay?
Mandates has put us there. And I mean, the whole reason we exist is for freedom.
So perhaps that's the positive takeaway from the COVID 1984 nightmare is that, like a junkie who needs to hit rock bottom, some people are now realizing, hey, this is bad. My rights are being obliterated.
No matter
here.
what you do.
Yeah.
But if you comply or you don't comply, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're all in the same boat.
3 Zulu 017, we're 10-8.
Tyranny, or you can choose freedom. I hope everybody chooses freedom, because that's a lot better path than tyranny. Right?
Yeah, no
There's only
doubt.
2 choices.
I agree. I think history's going to look back on this time, and you're either going to be on the side of authoritarianism and just downright
3X-ray 059.
Big Brother Orwellian nightmare, or you're on the side of freedom, you're on the side of liberty, and
Just an Ontario marker.
glad you're on the right side of history, sir.
Same with
Yeah,
you.
keep up.
Strict.
Keep
Strong
up,
smell of cannabis. Driver drove off. He just turned left on the second, corrected
I'm
right
gonna
on the second
quickly
street.
tweet out that photo that I just took, so give me one.
10-4, and which unit is this?
38073. Partial marker of ASLR, Alpha Sierra Lima Romeo. You catch the last number there.
As you know, this channel is heavily shadow banned and
10-4.
Everyone had the same story.
it's often hard to get these, this
Three,
stream, the
507
kind of
right there.
viewers that it should be getting compared to a lot of other channels. Although, however, I have been
417 at 40 west.
by my friend here that
An update in regards to
I believe
the
this is
occurrence
being
at 21160
restreamed on
Service
another
Road.
channel that's got, I think, 11,000 people tuned in currently. So I've got
Go ahead.
2,800. There's another 11,000.
Caller
somewhere
said he
on
works
420
for
channel, I believe,
TVA from Montreal.
428
He is at Herb's truck
so yeah,
stop,
thank
and the
you for that,
protesters are
guys.
surrounding his vehicle and harassing him, saying
Okay,
that the
let me
situation
put
is
that
getting
out
quite
real
tense.
quick, and then we'll keep navigating.
10-4, can you get on 4 Tackle 3 and advise CC Bona and McDonald in case they haven't been updated yet?
Very,
They're at the scene, they're not far away.
Obviously.
10-4.
Okay, hang on. Let me post that one.
Sorry, 10-9.
Let me see.
So I don't know if you heard me about your marker or not, and your answer is no, negative.
10-4, thanks, all advice.
Media looks over here. It looks like just interviewing people.
On Spark Street. So Spark Street being the east-west road, Bay and Elgin, all the way up to Parliament, there's no media access. So no media past Spark Street between Bay and Elgin. That's clear. 3 Zulu 101, can you confirm that makes sense?
Yeah, 10-4. Got it. We'll make sure everyone understands it. Thank you.
Some people here looking to get into the downtown.
Just a 10-5. If you are approached, there is no media allowed in the red zone. No media allowed in the red zone.
Let's see here. A sad scene. Oh, no, not that kind of scene.
Yes. No media is allowed in the red zone. And this is 10-5 from True OPS. Again, any traffic redirects any eastbound traffic on Slater and redirects south on Elgin. No media allowed in the red zone.
Let's get the likes up here. Let's share it out. Way to go. Morning.
This particular battle may be over, but the war is just beginning. Okay.
Look at the cops here on every street.
Was that too gloomy? What did I just say?
Can't go anywhere.
Sad scene today around Parliament's red zone as everyone is locked out and the protest is pretty sparse. This particular battle may be over, but the war is just beginning.
Subscribe to the channel.
That is what it seems like because, as we said, this is sparking
Rumble account.
movements all over the world. You know, there's places
Zulu
in
073.
New Zealand, other places around the world who are
Go ahead.
becoming copycat truck convoys.
Last 3 are 254 on that vehicle, just turned southbound on,
Inspiring millions
I believe it was.
Right, so
And is this for the red Honda?
Thanks everybody for
10-4.
clicking that thumbs up button and sharing
10-4.
the stream.
After seeing what I saw over the last few weeks.
101.
Maybe we'll do a few more interviews with some people.
Should I go talk to mom and daughter?
Yeah, I'll be, give me 5 to 8 minutes by the time I get there and clear.
Let's see what these guys are saying.
I'll meet you over at the alarm. I'll fill you in, then we can head over together.
10-4.
Does anyone know where people are supposed to be meeting up at 11?
10-4, yeah, just avoid them coming further onto us at Metcalf, because we're turning them around because of the protest there. They can't get through, so if they can get turned away there, that'd be ideal.
Something going on here down at Elgin Street.
10-4, thank you.
Saw that guy's reports switching around on the news channels in my hotel room. Saw him out here. So
3 X-ray 007, we'll look after it.
Well, I hope you saw. Was I met
10-4, thank you.
some of the key truckers there, and
Vehicle
was
northbound
lining
from
up, but all of a sudden
George, I believe.
on old ladies, and I ought to get down to the action, so I headed right down there immediately, and ended up doing a 7.5-hour live stream documenting all the madness, and
Should be just passing a Rito. I don't have sight of the vehicle.
and yeah,
10-4.
train of thought, but no problem.
War Museum
Yeah, for
at
sure.
11?
I'm just doing a live stream.
We could head there.
Cool.
3 X-ray 025.
YouTube right now.
Tactical gear.
Yeah, pressfortruth.ca.
21160 Service Road.
And you're not just cops documenting everybody in the red zone, are you?
3 X-ray 025,
Yeah.
Unit Allen Court.
Downtown core
Really?
completely shut down.
Oh wow.
Just stand by one.
Oh wow.
War Museum at 11.
Yeah.
There's a little bit there. So the media, for our purposes, are pretty much allowed into the red zone. They're just not allowed from Spark Street up to the Parliament building between Elgin and Bay.
Some people
And that's pretty much what RCMP and PPS have.
What's that? Oh,
So in our area south of there, they are allowed in with proper credentials.
Memorial. After I see what's going on
Right.
down here.
Yeah.
Towards Herb's
Yeah.
truck stop.
Tell me to turn around.
Cool.
Hey, what's up, man?
134, I'll start making my way.
What's up?
At the
And just, good to be making your way and be in the area in case they require assistance. 10-4.
somebody said go talk to her. I could tell she didn't want to. As soon as she realized she was on camera, I cut the sign.
401, 10-4. Can you send on the reason? I didn't copy.
Maybe only then realized.
We have a TV crew there that's being surrounded by protesters. We have one officer on the scene, another one on the way, PLT on.
People on the inside of the red zone today. She said no.
Mark 003 as well.
Pictures of me and identified themselves as a police officer, not undercover, just plain clothes. So.
November 605.
November 605, go ahead.
Who was the mainstream media? I believe that was.
Can you see if you can find a 21 for Rob Carpenter? He lives on 9th Line. He's the owner of this place.
TV there. Let me see. Yeah, I mean.
We just got an update here that
turn on TV.
Key Alert Kathleen is attending ETA 10 minutes in a gray Hyundai.
What's going on?
What?
What's the news? What's your thing again?
Okay, 10-4, yeah, we'll disregard that
Check
21. Someone just left the key in the door and someone opened it.
Citizen journalist.
10-4.
What are you taking pictures of? And I'm like, what do you mean? There's like,
10-4.
there's a situation going on. I pretty much am allowed to.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, I'm a citizen. And he's like, do you have ID? And I'm like, I have my passport. He's like, you have your passport. Right. I'm like, well,
There you go. But I
like what do you make of the whole
from people like you guys that are
like from the Ottawa police stating that okay, we're going to be arresting journalists.
Yeah, 303. Are there any more units needed out in term?
I don't have any details yet. We're trying to speak with the officer at the scene. Not getting radio comms with him right now. I have a second officer close by just attending now. Once I have some more information, I'll let you know. I believe I have 3 extras headed that way.
She's credentialed. Yeah.
All right.
And they
CTV News.
For 15 minutes. She had to like banter with them for a bit, and then but finally they let her through. But
32073.
yeah, she got roughed up bad. She got roughed up, but she's out here now.
Unit that was on standby, go ahead.
I was actually there when that happened. Really? You were right there. I didn't really.
Sorry, I said Nicholas. I meant King Edward. He was last seen King Edward and Rideau northbound, southbound.
I think it was tear gas. Yeah, those and.
Yes, sorry, I put somebody on standby there. I just wasn't sure who it was.
Share that same one picture.
Sorry, it's myself. I'm at Laurier and O'Connor. Are you able to send an OPS unit here? I got a gentleman that requires assistance just south of this location for something. I'm not sure exactly what.
The stream is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just posting right now. Give me 1 second.
10-4.
ID? Like passport?
Again, we're just at the red zone here.
I'm visiting, so I'm in a hospital.
You just said you live down in the Byward.
I meant that I'm staying in the Byward.
Okay, so this whole area, highway up to Wellington, Queen Elizabeth, Bronson, is locked down in a red zone.
We were just stopped by officers. They told us to go this way down Elgin,
Okay,
so that's
so
where we're going.
keep going then.
Okay.
You kind of stopped and
Okay,
did
you're
a
stopped.
No, we're just confused because another officer.
Right, again, so if you're just tuning in, guys, we're here on the edge
he's a journalist,
of
so
the very front of the red zone.
We're gonna head that way now.
This next time they
This
ask
is
you
where
you live, don't lie. Just say, I'm
protesters
taking
were
off.
kettled on this street and pushed all the way down. And
Okay, so just keep making your way, and I know you're doing the journalist thing.
one sec, I just need to.
3 Zulu 85.
So we gotta go this way. Yeah.
3 Zulu 85, go ahead.
Oh, right, I can't do that with this phone. Let me. All right, I'll post it.
They're not
to
taking
the,
any crap today.
Is the Globe and Mail allowed to get access here?
quick.
Not within that specified zone. They're not allowed to go to Parliament, despite their credentials. No media to Parliament. So they're not allowed to cross Spark Street towards Wellington. Go ahead. And that's between Bay and Elgin.
Yeah, I know.
Are you able to tell me if that's near Daly and Colonel Bay?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Cool. Hi. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah.
38039, go ahead.
To talk about
This way, I hear.
We can cancel the rover unit at Catherine and Metcalf.
probably going to be today.
10-4. Rover units 380, I believe it was 011. Copy that.
Yeah, let me turn the camera because it's better audio.
This is 017. Copy that.
They're allowed to be on that side, but they're not to cross over towards Parliament. Go ahead. They can stay on that side of the river, the canal.
Red zone.
10-4, thanks.
As far in as I could.
It is suspicious.
10-4. The current on the screen, 21160 Service Road.
Trying to hold this steady and walk fast.
To X-ray 063's position with radios. Cover.
Just say yes, I'm taking it.
That's 10-4.
So they let you
that is free.
In the cab.
Yeah.
It was just.
3011 10-4. Just riding on scene. Do they still want us to stay back or to attend there?
So, he's residing at the Chateau Laurier. Are we still turning him around and just sending him back to the hotel?
But I'm not seeing any.
PC Babila or Bablia, if you are logged on, or if you're on the air, you can just call and give a 1021 to dispatch. badge number 15328.
Mainly just want to keep people out of that.
Really intense 7.5 hour live stream yesterday. Trampled by the police and everything. It was pretty wild.
1-8, 6, 7, 8, 4. Felix,
Yeah,
take
well,
it.
we got kettles and then we got. Yeah, exactly. We came
10-4,
all the way down
thank
the
you.
street, pushed us all the way. Let me flip that again. Yeah, all the way down to there. Cleared the whole crowd out essentially, so they could get in there and get the trucks. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
For the units on this talk group, I'm going to put a 10-3.
Yeah,
If you're headed
yeah.
to the scene,
Yeah.
Herb's truck stop,
I mean,
switch
this
over
is
to
pretty
3 tackle
much
4. And 3 on this talk group.
Where the big ones, a lot of them were.
Checkpoint.
November 605, what?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
still are, again, checkpoints.
Myself and 607 will be headed to 165 King Street.
And that, like that sort of
So what do you
line.
think? Is it going to continue to
So
fizzle
you're
out
not,
here?
you still
Or
have
do you
to
think
talk to police.
some of the protesters
tell
are
them
still
why
in
you're
town and
there,
may try to
it's
make
work,
their way down
to live
around
there.
Com Center 3 Kilo 036.
So there are checkpoints there, and then there's
Kilo
pedestrian
036,
checkpoints, over where I just showed you.
1019 and logging out. Have a good afternoon.
To drive at all, but I think you can go
thank you
there
as well.
if you live there.
Have more protests in that city, let's say, so maybe we can do that across Canada.
Yeah.
Right? And but I think whatever happened here, it's just another chance for people to regroup and gather again at another time.
True, well,
Maybe when it's spring and nice and
Yeah,
warm,
I
and you know, and
I mean, the protests,
they're not.
the
I don't
protests
think
over near
what
Rio
this
is, and
government's
there's not really
done
anyone
to us
there.
in
No
this
one can really
country
enter that way.
absolutely, like,
So it would
it's
be hard
absolute
for them
devastation.
to
So
get
we
there.
have to
Where
find
I'm
that. I
headed
think
is
it'll
over
take a
to
very long
the
time,
War
and I
Memorial.
think people need to just regroup.
North Bay to all the units left on this talk group that we're headed towards Herb's truck stop. Stand by. We won't have anybody else attend, but for now, just stand by.
The world is watching. It is sparking, a revolution or a global movement of all these people kind of getting inspired by this. So it may be fizzling down here today, but like you said, this is like ground zero of something much bigger, right?
Yeah, there's no.
Smith Falls the unit with the media person that has reservation or hotel room at the Chateau. Laurier, they are allowed access as long as they have credentials and obviously a reservation there. Go ahead.
Even people from Quebec, like when did that?
Okay, Roger. They are on foot on Wellington where they're cameramen, actually. So, and they are between Bay and Elgin.
Maybe they are,
No, I don't think so
I
either.
think maybe they're restricting access this way.
10-4.
To like find my cute little husky over there. It does look like they're stopping cars over there.
Com Center Alpha 249.
So the media is painting this thing as, violent white supremacists. Have you seen anything of the sort?
No, not at all.
Go ahead.
Of course, if you know the media, they spin everything except for patriotism.
Perhaps nothing, but there was a vehicle that came into Ottawa 417 from the east. It got off at Walkley. I got blinded by a couple of semis. I wasn't able to get off. It's a pickup truck with a Canadian flag and a Quebec flag. And it's got a couple of, I'd say, 16 to 20 foot ladders mounted on the top of the truck. So just FYI for units maybe in the core area.
To my stream, oh well, there's a few people on here, and just my friends and
I'm just walking around the city at this point.
like, well, I'm not as special as you, of course.
Com Center, copy that one into the channel. And it exited at Walkley.
Yeah, 10-4. I had to commit to Innis. I couldn't turn around or get back. I'll go to St. Laurent and see if I can head it off and get a plate.
I try to keep the live going, so
So for
we're okay for that. Yeah, I think I'm going this way now.
I said, you know what, honey, I really have to go, and I have to really see
Hold
if
on,
I'm
like
at
this
home.
intersection is very confusing, even when I'm driving here.
There's so much crap. Like, for example, the Aboriginal woman.
So, let's do
This call, November 601.
I don't even know what street I'm going
November
down.
601, go ahead.
She's well, she's injured, and she did not die.
I'm clear from Kavanaugh Road, just
Okay, I think I
available
just
now.
crossed the street for no reason. Sorry, guys. Bear with me.
10-4, did you copy that broadcast about the 21 request sent to your MPS while you were out there?
Aren't law enforcement. Most of them are actually.
10-4, thank you.
Yes.
It's the largest security company in the world that they've brought
Looks like they're
in.
stopping.
And they brought them in on UN
I don't know
planes.
where I'm
Isn't that
going.
something?
Well, I saw talk of that. I saw some video.
So basically, I just did that whole thing.
Sure if that's being confirmed.
And 3 Yankee 071 and 073, just in regards to that red Honda Civic, OPS is being advised.
This street that I was telling you to go down doesn't exist.
That's right.
Okay, well here they haven't arrested that many, of course, but
Oh, yeah.
they're not good people.
10-4, red newer style Honda Civic. I believe it was a 4-door, black tinted windows, and white male driver.
G20 like I am. We got this fence.
And Comm Center, just follow up from that broadcast. Reference a pickup truck that exited at Walkley from the 417 again, flying Canadian and Quebec flags and had lots of ladders on board. No marker obtained, no better description at this point. If it does show up at a checkpoint, please advise from the marker and the parties as well. Comm Center clear.
Commissioner, yeah, okay, so I'm heading down this way.
So all the things that are happening here may still see similar litigation in the future. Do you think that's possible?
I think they're burying themselves. I believe, and most people will think I'm crazy, but I believe it's all a show.
Okay, go ahead, man.
This is to wake up the mess.
Echo 101, can I have you read the phone call occurrence on the screen required for follow-up?
Convoy, you guys hired today, I'll check over.
Street.
Center Echo 20, sorry, at 105. You can assign that to us. I've been trying to contact her.
Like I said, I think this is sparking a, a global kind of movement. This battle may be over, but this is
Yeah. So I'm headed down to the War Museum right now, which is on the Parkway. It's a little bit, it's still downtown, but it's a little bit outside the central area. Which I've been after the past week. The Parliament Rideau area. It's a little bit outside of that.
say this expression, but I'm going to a dumb country of very meek people that are very
So I think basically I'm just going all the way down this street.
X-ray 107.
Be calm.
Sorry, 017.
Be safe.
Yes, I am.
Always be aware because
This is actually
Go ahead.
fun little experience.
Not sure who the unit is that Laurier and Elgin seems to have cleared up. Can you confirm for me if we can traffic through again on Laurier? That would free up O'Connor and Metcalf.
What this world has been lacking these days, you know?
You know what? I just want to say, when I came into
Okay, guys, for those of the new people tuning in, I'm headed down to
November 601, copy your clearing.
We have not, we don't have any tear gas.
I want you to know if you can open up Laurier again.
Yeah, 10-4. It seems to have cleared up, and I just want to make sure we're okay to reopen our checkpoint there, as well as O'Connor, so traffic can follow through once again.
Unit at Laurier and Elgin.
This is Laurier and Elgin. You can open up the traffic.
Do you know if there's if this is the only group right now? No.
10-4. Thank you so much. And I guess whoever covered off O'Connor and Laurier, thanks for your help.
Okay, I went to the camp last night. I was coming from out west here. Yeah. And I went to the camp and that was the plan.
417 west side
Kind of
here.
regroup. It's okay.
Regroup. So as of now, is this the biggest crowd here right now, or
The biggest crowd is on the hill.
sorry?
The biggest crowd is on the hill.
Oh, it's on the hill.
Just to confirm, O'Connor and Laurier can be opened up as well.
Last time, it's still people standing there.
Still people standing there. Okay.
I didn't have it like let's say the 4 hours. I didn't get any update.
3 Zulu 075, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. We'll start with this.
Yeah, we'll start with this. Yeah.
I get you like when I got to the group on there, we're going to spread out.
Not that I'm aware of, but I don't know if you're concerned.
Like the trucker?
Well, earlier this morning, the jury's barriers with the LPS cruiser and others on. We're going to announce this one.
If we're all lit on.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
The red zone.
So apparently a lot of people went to Quebec yesterday. There still remains regroups in Ottawa as well.
It says 8-minute walk, so that's always a good overestimate. Thank you, Wildlife. Pepper.
At 10-4.
Yeah, some of the
I'm not
officers.
sure. I've never really looked into it.
Yeah, some of the officers they pushed yesterday
Some
people and they
people
like
like that. I know there's
they still pushing. Yeah, I understand, but
when people can see where police are stationed, like highways and stuff, to avoid speeding too much. Yeah, so it looks like there's some.
Oh, hey, I remember you folks from yesterday. So, is this the number of dollars the biggest crowd?
This is the biggest one we found so far today, yeah?
Like, is it bigger than at the hill? Like, other people on the hill?
I'm not sure. He said he was arrested at the hill this morning and he was trying to get back in, but it didn't look like there was too much happening so far from what we could see. So
Okay.
he did manage to get back up past the police on that.
3075.
Okay.
I'm not.
I hear stuff, guys.
We sorted it out as media
I'm
first.
not quite sure what's going on yet. The live
Already.
streams too.
they joined the convoy. They are
Blocking stuff out, but my buddy there, he just got a phone call from Ottawa number. He went to call it back, and it said the number didn't exist. And then so we tried to call it again, and the number didn't reassign.
3 Echo 105 North Bay.
We don't get phone calls from Ottawa. We've been here for less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
And so this random number called that doesn't exist. We're kind of half thinking that there's some sneaky things on the go, but
peaceful for now.
Who knows, right? I heard a lot of people went to Quebec.
yeah, it's Quebec City right now. It's huge.
Really?
Yeah, on our way here yesterday, we passed coming to Quebec and to Ontario. There's no traffic whatsoever. Going to Quebec from here, it's crazy.
Really?
There were so many flags, so many cars. Like the traffic was very moving on the other side of the road. We didn't see a single car on our side. Yeah.
Interesting. Wow, okay, so Quebec City. All right, well, thanks very much. Appreciate that. Take care. So, yeah, Quebec City is where all the regrouping happens. A lot of people in Quebec City. But this is Ottawa right now, live. Apparently nothing's happening at Parliament Hill right now. They're actually arresting people at Parliament Hill, so this is the regroup.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yesterday I used that. It actually works. Yeah.
10-4.
Yeah, I do. I hear it.
On the hill. Are there any live streamers at Quebec right now?
Because Kilo Patrol 1, I'm Tony, and I'll send declaring as soon as I finish my notes. Thank you.
I might head over to Quebec City. I might get a hotel and start doing live streams there.
So we got
Go ahead.
The other overtime available to give us some relief for blood
Quebec City. I might have to head over there.
Yankee 071, we're available. We'll make our way over now.
And I know the majority of live streamers are here still in Ottawa missing out. I'm sure there's live streamers over there, but not any of the known ones. So
yeah, people just stand a little bit and just
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a good hope home shelter. That's where it's at.
This dog is so cute.
But it's just the final day in Ottawa. We'll continue, guys. Canada gift. Yeah, actually it's smart, yeah. Or you know, like that plastic face shield. Yeah, it's That's how we can protect it from the gangs. That's the
10-4, it is in the red zone. Is there someone who needs access to the shelter?
Did you come from Quebec?
Very good.
10-4, it is at the edge of the red zone. Is there someone who needs access to the
Thank you
shelter?
guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe.
So someone dropping people off at the shelter.
We are live right now in Ottawa.
10-4.
That's the closest point to the farm.
So that's permitted.
So, the War Museum warn you right now.
Yeah.
It's about
I'm just confirming. I believe it is. Stand by.
and it's going to be very difficult to navigate.
You got it, guys.
Yeah, most of them do not. So guys, you see people start coming, but they stuck here.
And just to confirm, are they a protester?
We can protest.
How's it going? Come on, man. I heard that. I heard a lot of the people went to go back.
We were wandering around in the red zone for like maybe an hour. I was
Thank you,
talking
guys.
to different people, and then finally we got the intel for here. So
What's happening at the hill, eh?
no, it's everything in the downtown core is a ghost town, man. Like,
Okay.
there's people walking around, and honestly, like, it's
Yeah,
nice
local
to meet like
residents.
fellow people and
Looking
you're
to
all
go
talking.
home shelter.
I'd say it's worth going, to be honest. You can walk down,
But it's a ghost
So
town.
my
not like
yeah,
one.
I get that.
So yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah, it's a ghost town at Parliament Hill right now. All the downtown.
Alpha 242,
It's
can
ghost town empty, nobody there. So
Yeah, not today, though.
I might have to head over to Quebec City, folks. 6-hour drive for me.
Good time, yeah. That was a good
Apparently there's a lot happening there. Everyone went there. That's where the big group
time
is.
to find different country, right?
I think Travel Fund 69 headed over there.
Not only you actually.
I might head over there myself.
We don't want to live in Canada, so let's go live somewhere else.
30005.
If you haven't already, please feel free to
Most of the
subscribe.
people we can.
38055. Just want to confirm
That there's no
that you were able to get gas into the car and get that kicked off to that one car.
From Canada and around the world.
057 is my car. Gassed up, but we still don't have a keep up.
10-4, command your asking.
Unhappy with the situation here. I want to speak up and see us off this one.
Got the trucks out of there.
We're going to relieve Zulu 063 at checkpoint T14, McKenzie.
Some of them.
10-4.
Right. If they don't change the mayor,
And in regards to the Shepherds of Good Hope, what is the 1020 currently?
My bad. I shouldn't have asked about that. The police never admit anything. It's kind of sad. It is what it is.
There's a whole bunch of other options.
I can ask them if this is Ottawa, they'll say they don't know. Forget the police, all that. I just need to confirm that Quebec City is in fact where all the people went. I don't know yet. Only one person told me so far. I'm going to go confirm it.
let me know in the chat.
Tango 2503 current status.
This is Tango 2219. He's dealing with the truck on the off-ramp. 10-4.
My channel.
Or which off-ramp are you at?
I'm heading to the Shadow.
He's on the Kent eastbound off-ramp.
I've got over a quarter million subscribers there, and I haven't got a single new subscriber in like a year.
Trucks in Quebec here, I saw a post this morning.
Follow to Tango 2610.
This is a fun time, like space time, right?
10-4, off-ramp, bound, gap off-ramp.
My subscriber count is going up because they can only mess with it so much. My stream is already being viewed.
I want to get all the footage.
So
Quebec City is
kind of impossible to contain.
So,
Like that. So thank you guys.
goes down there, I heard.
What? Yeah, I know, but
Share the 420 company stream. Share my stream.
Yeah. Well, are you from Quebec?
Our complainant advising White Santa Elantra, Ontario marker Charlie Papa Victor Sierra 018.
I don't know.
Glass bottles and garbage at the complainant's vehicle. Not sure if there's any damage or all.
Yeah, I've been in 4 times since Friday and never had an issue. I haven't tried it. We just came.
Numbered Ontario Corporation.
But it's like, it's just like, all these people, if they don't like us, they resort to giving us the middle finger.
Disregard on the OPS to bank and lorries.
Anyways, that's it. Yo, it's not...
10-4. And it's applicant for any unit wanting to speak to any party member of the public wants to speak to an Ottawa officer, they're to be directed to their office at 474 Elm.
It matters a lot.
And I heard a lot of the truckers in Quebec City. Hear about that too.
Go ahead with this one.
Quebec City.
613-789-8210.
Yeah.
Get everything else. Even much more so than it is right now. So please do that.
If you're from Quebec City, feel free to let me know if there's all the truckers actually left there.
This is nice, guys.
I don't want to go all the way to Quebec City for nothing.
3001, just doing a stat check on units there at Tank 1.
We need reinforcements, Joe. I just want to be silent for a couple minutes. I need you guys here, yeah?
4 members here.
10-4, and is that Zulu 023 with you?
Am I?
Peace and love, guys. That's the message.
You just subscribed and press the truth. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't beat them, though.
Kilo 203, go ahead.
Yeah, guys, can't come out here. Then drive by and hunt.
So we got 2,600 people.
It's also very
3 Zulu 023, com center, unit 20.
700,000 of just 420 companies have both running at the same time.
Freedom, guys. We do have a thing going here.
It'll just help spread this.
Where am I? This is at the cross-border right here. Thank you, Don.
Zulu 023, com center, dispatch.
Oh, really?
Facebook.
OPP command, Mercury 050.
Freedom Dogs.
I heard that truckers left to Quebec. They regrouped in Quebec City.
3 X-ray 059, what?
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to replan or
Regroup. I guess regroup. I'm not sure.
We just told 2 parties they not enter this location. They're walking south on Bronson. It's a female wearing a blue jacket and a white suit, and a male with glasses and a green jacket. They're going to try other checkpoints.
They are going to take today and they're going to wait and see how
And Lori,
that's what I did
here.
That's
You want to get back to your office at 181 Queen. Yeah, with the truth.
They don't want to leave here. They want to stay here.
Sorry,
I guess
where do they work for?
projection.
Can you use trying to go back to 181 Queen, your office?
I'm Zoke. Two different people.
Oh, you're Zoke and he's Zoc.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
don't kill him.
just the messaging we've received from
What's up with the sign?
the area currently.
Where'd you get the sign?
But I don't know. I heard a lot of them say that they're just gonna Is it that voting thing?
So people just brought them into them here.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Eh? They actually waited before and not even got.
And just
We've just been redeployed by our team lead from Laurier, O'Connor to Laurier in Metcalf.
Yeah, so it sounds like you
And
have 7 days of
everything else is closed but this.
before they take the road, and then
Jadino feels like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess truckers are taking a break.
see downtown. I walked past there. It was
Today, no.
closed off.
Yeah, today, no.
Awesome. Well,
I don't know, like people said they locked it all down, so people can still go. We'll see if we can keep going.
They put a bunch of fences up. I don't know if you were there yesterday. But yeah, they pushed everyone back. And they put a bunch of huge fences up around Parliament. So I don't think you can go.
3007,
You can go.
I may not be heading to Quebec.
Yeah. I think so.
There's
were you here
I think
earlier
the vote
for
ends
the convoy
tomorrow.
when the trucks were here?
The decision. So
today?
at
No,
Parliament.
like just like the past
So
couple weeks.
I might just stick around and see what happens. Because I know Ottawa's the capital, and that's where they want to really.
Look, I'll come back next week
that's
too.
where they really want to kind of
lock it down,
regroup too. Because I guess it's the most effective. I might stay here. Apparently,
We'll use it as long as we need
waiting to see.
So do you think people are just going to keep regrouping and protesting?
I think it's safe to
I
stay on.
really feel like
Later, street, everything.
For now.
I'm confident too because it's a bit natural what's going on right here. Like I saw that I came and I feel like a little.
I was told personally that a lot of
this guy was saying,
we're still heading to Ottawa. That's what I was
I don't
told.
know if they posted it on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The message will for this we're allowed to.
3049 is here with me.
No worries, we'll be right here.
Please feel free to subscribe.
Did you hear about
As subscribing allows this live footage to reach out to more people.
I did hear about it.
People who may have difficulties finding live streams. Everyone deserves to
on the
see
news, so
and
actions have
and also thumbs upping as well helps with that too.
but they painted it as basically the same thing as here. But since like Trudeau doesn't give is not angry about
apparently,
it right now, like they had
that
positive
court
view,
there.
like, oh yeah,
The time delay of 45 minutes.
it was fun. There were trucks.
So I don't know if you guys.
They were blocking the streets. They didn't like it. Okay. I think the trucks moved now, so they should allow us back in.
Don't be ashamed even.
It looks like it's
I already did lose my job.
Is that like a channel?
It's on. I'm on live.
Cover. I already did lose my job.
John A. McDonald.
It's on
Should come, guys. If you can, should come.
We work at Parliament Hill, so
People
my
with
company
lives
works
like
at
this.
Parliament Hill. It's a stonework.
That's the place to be.
I don't think you're allowed. You hate your boss. Then maybe it's just like, hey.
X-ray 017.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of coming in now.
Go ahead.
You're just get a CBC interviewer.
Can I go same time with the unit that Lori Nugget?
We're for freedom.
Seems like there's going to be traffic here all day.
East of Eagle.
I guess we're not working there anymore, right?
Down there, guys.
071. X-ray 017.
32017. Go ahead.
Facebook platforms right now that have
Yankee 017. We're just offering relief at Elgin and Gladstone. But could we get the meals vehicle to bring the lunches by here for these parties?
like your regions and you
And
find
for
Convoy what you do is you get out on those platforms, you become a member, and they can direct you to the local movements and things that they're doing. So if you want to be involved and you can't make it to Ottawa, you can find the nearest Freedom Convoy movement near you, join them.
That's all.
Hey. Good, you? Good, thanks. Where are you headed?
I was trying to get to the War Museum.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
You're trying to get to the War Museum?
Yeah.
Not that way.
I know.
And get involved. Together we stand, divided we fall. And if we're all getting together and getting out there, we have a louder voice. So, go Canada, go. Don't give up your freedoms and your rights for anybody. And remember, even for those that don't agree with us necessarily, that's fine, because these freedoms and rights are Canadian freedoms and rights, and we're representing even the ones that don't agree with us. So I implore you all to get out there and do something about it. I see a lot of people on social media, using their fingers, texting away, to express themselves. That's great, but it doesn't really do anything. The real way to make a difference is to get out and join people like this and become a part of the growing crowd. It's cold right now. A lot of people like these temperatures. I respect that, but the weather is going to get better too.
031. 3 units. All good.
We need every single one of you people out there to come on out and join us. Find your Freedom Convoy movement, get out, represent them, and help them out in any way that you can. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Bless you all.
You got me OPP officers my location, so I'm at Vanier westbound 417. Possibly at 10:52 and a bit here. The guy have a bit of a meltdown.
So yeah, guys, for the signs, I think they were just here.
For Kilo 201 or 207, be able to make your way.
Actual one, no, being route Charlie.
And sorry, Tango 4120, did you say you want an ambulance there as well?
If there's one available, it may be a good idea.
Yeah.
Really
Headed that way, 417 highway westbound, off ramp for Vanjie.
Make sure I'm still en route.
Got some hunks out here, guys.
Actual one mobile, just from Anderson Road. Joe 7, all ahead as well. Coming from the west end.
Thank you, wildlife prepper. Let's get there.
Joe 037. So forth. With, Albert O'Connor with PC.
Are you from here? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kitchener Waterloo, which is like 6 hours away.
Yeah. Is this
Clear
your
off,
first
we
day?
had a traffic debris call for
So,
17 Highway East.
I know that
Buffer in the left lane from mile marker 38.
Parliament,
MTO.
whenever the vote is, tomorrow. Did you hear that as well?
Right.
Yeah, tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah.
That's right. So I hear that the truckers right now are taking it easy until they hear what happens, and then they're gonna
It's not allowed there. I'm not sure.
I didn't hear that, but I heard that they were re-roofing in Arn Prior.
Arn Prior.
Yeah, which I think is an hour away.
Arn Prior? Are you serious? I heard Quebec City.
Well, I heard that they're taking it easy in Arn
See if we
Prior.
can get some
Quebec
hunks
City
out
is a
here.
protest right now.
Right now.
Yeah, and yesterday.
Come on.
Yeah, okay, really, eh? Is it blocked off though? Wouldn't they have blocked off or?
And it's 3 hours from here, so even if
Quebec City? No, Quebec City is 6 hours.
30043 comes there, 1020 stop.
I was told 3, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, well.
Either way, it's too far to drive to go and join them.
Yeah, well, not for me. I'm a live streamer, not for me, but.
Where am I? I'm right across from the
I have the whole
War
world
Museum.
watching
A little bit,
so I really
oh wait,
want
from the
to bigger than just
Parliament.
myself.
Go ahead.
But,
Bigger than all of us.
yeah, exactly.
I'm heading right now, so.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Oh wow. So there's police over here, and then I don't know if you guys remember the armoring truck from yesterday.
Just to advise that gray Audi, Alberta plate, Bravo, South Kilo 772. He's still around. He just passed us from the south on
But yeah, I don't really think the general
O'Connell,
public is allowed to drive down
and then took the on South Street. That looked like he cannot
Denny
make that.
Rancor, if you're watching, hey, how are you? I saw his tweet yesterday saying he's a downtown Ottawa resident.
What
And
intersection
he's been
is
stopped
this?
so many times
And,
trying to get home, having to show
Sir
ID.
Jam.
You know, taking him like 3 hours, what it should only take 5 minutes. All because of the police, is what he was saying. It has nothing to do with the people who came here. The only reason why he can't get home and turn off the ramps off the highway and get past these multiple checkpoints is because of the police provisions. That's it. Yeah, I hear people. I hear honking. Get closer.
Turn, man. Got some unmarked cars.
North Basin, 3.
Almost 5,000. Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, just a quick update for those who are new. Parliament Hill right now, downtown Ottawa, is a ghost town. It's empty, not many people. There's a few people, but not many. This is actually the official regroup spot.
I'll do now. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we'll love you.
This is Canadian War Museum.
Yes, one last time.
And Yeah.
I just noticed my battery is
Just
getting low.
updating you on the coverage that's happening here.
Okay, I see. Alright, let me get my battery figured out, otherwise this screen is gonna die. Oh boy, that's quick.
London, Ontario was moving yesterday,
Okay. I hear the crowd. We are at the right place. Now I just gotta get my phone set up so that I can
Thank you, Jeff.
for you guys. Because we're just getting into it. Bear with me here.
Yeah, a bunch of police over there, but it seems
Okay.
like pretty annoying.
I'm plugged in. If you recall from yesterday, my phone's a little finicky. The cable is like you have to have it in just the right spot for it to charge. So I'm not sure if it's charging sometimes, but hopefully we're good. I'll keep checking on it. And I can hear chants of freedom. Of course, that is what this entire thing is all about.
And freedom of the chat, guys. Damn it.
Canadians' rights have been obliterated under COVID-19 84. I can't even get on an airplane right now without having to prove my medical vax status. That's
Thank you, Ian Inkster.
just about as tyrannical as I've ever seen this country. Keeping me as hostage or a prisoner here. My own country. And that's why people are upset, things like that, and rightly so.
We're just 21 requested here.
So, he's coming up on this crowd now. Looks like a nice crew.
011, I'm with the whole tree, just on
Some
the
of
21,
them.
but for you.
Maybe some of the police.
10-4.
So we'll see. But honestly, it seems odd that they would take this protest over here to the outskirts just to get some bumps from cars going by. I mean,
Thank you, Jeff Stanton.
but this is where they are. So
Read the chat.
I'll be here to cover it.
3 Zulu 053 comes there, 1020 start.
Yeah! People already recognize
Zulu
the empty in the
053,
house.
Elgin and Albert, everything's 10-4.
There's everybody saying hi. I got cheers. All right. Maybe that's not good.
10-4, 047 a minute ago.
Of course.
And
Yeah, man.
10-4,
Hey,
what
hey,
is
how you
it?
doing?
1020?
Of course, yeah. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Later. Elgin,
Yeah,
all
man.
good.
Sure. Hang on. Let's turn it around so we can hear it better.
I just want to say, Mom, happy birthday. I'm sorry I missed it.
Like the police have.
I had to be here, you know. You gave me the approval. You said if I get onto a stream, say happy birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. I love you. I matched them in on the
in their
back.
cars right
Fun
there.
fight.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and of course. Well, I hope she saw that.
Yeah, so this
And if
is
not,
on
maybe she'll be able to
Canadian
see the
War
restream.
Museum.
All right, we're gonna head
Sir
across the
John
street here.
That's what's up, guys. Thank you,
Talk to some of these
Allison.
folks.
That's where we are all right now.
Thank you, Gary.
3 Zulu 055 comes there.
Feel free to subscribe
1020 start.
to get notified when I make live stream. This is not over. I can confirm this is not over.
Some patriots over there.
There's more to come. I hear the truckers are just waiting on
Bus driver,
being made up the
3 Zulu
province.
055
bus driver.
Tomorrow.
So this is in Ottawa,
At the end of the day,
a little bit on the outskirts of Ottawa. That's the War Museum there, and we're essentially kind of close to
3
the
Zulu 057 comes there,
border
1020 start.
of Quebec, actually. Hey,
57, 10-4,
all right. Let's say hi to
3
the
Zulu
crowd.
061 1020 start.
On the right side.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Oh, wow. Contact Zulu 067.
Oops, sorry.
whether they agree with us or not, we're on their side. That's fine. That's fine. Radio.
Okay, let me just tweet that out. Real-time tweeting
any
here.
footage of what happened during the daytime. They only
You know what?
showed conclusionary footage. This is the streets now. Everyone's dispersed.
All right, hang on
and
one sec,
the amount
guys.
of times I heard
Hey,
unlawful,
good, how are you?
illegal,
Okay, let's do a quick video for Twitter.
occupation.
I'm going to do it from over here, though, so I can see everybody.
And they're still saying, since this movement is based in white supremacy,
Here's Vlad. Let's talk to Vlad for a bit. How are you, man?
people's psyches.
The ambulance is being canceled. He's calm now. He is just stressed. He needs to get somewhere. He's not from the area. I'm going to help him out.
Good value, moral value, ethical value. It's a Canadian. But they're wrong.
207 for Raul, you don't need me there.
Our forces.
Audio is better on this camera.
My next, okay. Thank you very much. Disregard. Thank you.
This town has grown quite a bit since I first came here.
So I think it was extremely important for us to come here today after what happened for the last 2 days. I wanted to make sure that we can come together in peaceful assembly and still continue taking the stand for freedom and for our country. I specifically chose this location. This is just outside of the red zone. And the symbolism, I mean, I hope the irony is not lost on people because we are next to the Canadian War Museum and literally across Holocaust Memorial because we actually never forgot what happened in the history. And those people over there, unfortunately, did forget.
Right. Are there any plans to head to the edge of the red zone at all, or you guys just kind of want to camp out here?
No, we're going to be here. I don't want to create any more altercations. We are again here for the peaceful assembly, and that's it. We had York Region cops came in when we were just setting up. They asked what's our intention. I said we're just going to be here, standing the ground. There's not going to be any march, nothing like that. We have some signs which says on the right side of the history. We're playing music. We had a little bit of the speeches. We had just a megaphone and just like little speaker. But I'm blessed and humbled to see so many people showing up because I released the flyer yesterday at 1 in the morning. So I'm glad that people were able to come. I knew a lot of people still in Ottawa, and it was really important for people to come together and be empowered and raise their morale.
So we're really on the outskirts of Ottawa right now. We're basically on the border of Quebec. Do you think it's possible the police are going to be totally okay with this? They're going to invite this and like this, and the media is going to like this too because they'll say, look, we did it. We got them all out of the downtown core. They're not here anymore. We've cleared them out. And by everybody being down here, we're just kind of giving the police and the media the right to just say, look, we are successful, right?
Well, what happened is actually this street right here, we had cars parked and they came and give us a hard time. They ticketed one car and then threatened to tow it because we couldn't find an owner. So they still want to give us a hard time. I'm not surprised by that. They had like 6 cruisers and tow truck coming in and harassing people. But, you know, we can just keep peaceful and smiling and everything like that. But this is still Ottawa. This is just outside of the red zone, right? Because anything east of Brunson and we're just west of Brunson is considered to be a lawless space. Like we are not Canadians. We don't have any rights there, but we're Canadians here and we have our rights here, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So thank you. You know, there's a lot of people here, a lot of Polish people. One lady told me she literally, maybe she's in her 50s. She has a jar. Urine of mother's ashes, and she came from Poland, and she was crying, holding tears because she said, when I was 11, my mom told me I come to this country so then you can have a future and you can.
And I could tell you that there was roughly, I think I was down there the night before helping them get set up, and they had about 150,000 people in Toronto yesterday. And you tell me if you guys seen that on CBC. Or CTV or CP24, you don't see these things because they don't want you to. The more of this you guys see, and they understand the camaraderie and us getting together, we have power if we get together, right? Together we stand, divided we fall. Get out there, support your local freedom convoys. I love you all, and thank you guys for all your support. Amen. God bless you all. Thank you too. No problem. Freedom Convoy for Freedom Toronto and all your local freedom convoys. Look for them on Facebook, find them, get out and support them. They're all over Canada and they're all over the planet. So find your local movement and get involved because it's a global problem.
They're not all called Freedom
Amen.
Convoy. They go by many names. It's
They
Hugs
do.
Over Mask, Freedom is Essential.
Unity for the people.
Yeah, some of them get shut down, like Hugs Over Mask was actually vlogs over here, so he had hubs over
Subscribing?
here.
I'll let those folks subscribe to you as well if you'd like.
Cool, yeah. Press produce on YouTube. I actually saw your stream to my hotel room.
Really?
And I know there's some people in
restrictions from Ottawa.
But ordinary. They're always the center of attention everywhere they go.
I found it about, there's streaming when yours people are doing that with my stream right now. We're streaming it on their channels and getting more and more viewers. So beautiful thing. Yeah.
Nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, man. Keep it up. Yeah, right on.
Once you find the hashtag,
India 101
the hashtags become obsolete. Like even just to show you how much corruption.
County Road 31, just north of the pole.
Quick update. As you know, I was a little skeptical about the location choice for this protest, so that's why I wanted to ask Vlad, the organizer, why choose here?
And that must have sounded bad.
And he said essentially because it's ironic that it's beside the War Museum and the Holocaust Memorial.
3X3005.
I do want to get in by saying as well that I understand the
Go ahead.
for getting vaccinated.
Yeah, we're 10-4 on the amount of units here, 10-4. All the other units were not at scene, can disengage.
But I have to tell you all that the only thing
X-ray 003, 10-4, happy.
X-ray report. Thank you.
The bottom line is everybody
get really sick
thought
from it,
his flyer and
die
now
from it. Right. The point that I'm making, thank you, is that you're still transmitting the virus. So whether you're vaccinated or not, you can still pass it on to somebody else.
That's what's going on with this one.
Somebody who isn't vaccinated is not as dangerous, is still as dangerous as you are.
Actually, it would be more because it's been proven that because this is not a vaccine like most vaccines. Okay, this is different. It's gene therapy. It's an experimental phase. By CDC standards, it's not classified as a vaccine. It's gene therapy, technically a bioweapon, but we won't even get into that. But how it's different is this is the most important part. So it uses spike proteins which bind to the mRNA, which is the building blocks of your DNA. And this is not like a vaccine because vaccines are made from contagions. What is it?
Pathogens.
Pathogens. Sorry, that's the word. So anyways,
which are poisons. They make you sick.
Yeah, but that's what your body needs in order to recognize to build up these antibodies. That's where natural immunity comes from, and that's how vaccines are effective. This uses the spike proteins, binds to your RNA, which is the building blocks of your DNA, and it creates spike proteins, creating pathogens. So your body goes into a viral overload of these pathogens that are being produced in your body, and they don't know where these go, but it has graphene oxide and it has a lot of very unnatural, very toxic ingredients that not only bind into your blood, but they go to your brain. And it's been also proven that this vaccine has, it attacks T cells. So T cells are what help your body fight cancer. So this actually actively attacks them. So people, there's been an upshot of like 400%.
Yeah, pretty mild.
From
From the weather we've been getting in the past week.
From cancer, and they're the high-risk people.
Give him a call.
These vaccines,
You
and
give
all of a sudden,
him a call.
cancer's coming back.
There we go.
There's no causation, right? It's all just correlation, coincidence. Like, that's gaslighting too. I know so many people have been injured, and they have.
And look at this.
So I just updated my comments.
That there is the War Museum. That
Problems
there
with my
is
comments earlier in the stream, and right now it just officially kicked into the updated comments, so now I see everything that's normal.
To voice their displeasure with what's been happening. Of course, they've been pushed out of the downtown zone because of the arbitrary red zone that has been set up by police who feel they can set up a red zone anywhere that
Oh, the police
they
are
choose
here.
to set up a checkpoint.
England, Ireland,
Okay, so go in. Check that out. We're going to go take a look right now. Please.
Also, Benny from myself.
what they're saying is that let's make COVID now and
for your safety and everybody else, is not to interfere with traffic or anything. Everybody's aware of these parameters there. So basically, we have Bronson to the canal.
was famous for it because you see a lot of traffic.
We're just going to stay here, go march.
I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, we're not going to go to Parliament if they're not letting us in until these lockdowns end, and then we'll be back.
And so what they would do is they would put on a mask and for other people that they didn't spread anything. So all I would suggest is contact your local health officials.
Thank you very much for the offer.
Voice your concerns.
So, just an update, guys.
We actually have to protect the health and attendant body.
Telling protesters that you're not going to be allowed back in downtown core, telling them that they're not
c'est comme tout le long au niveau de test symbolique.
Oh, yeah, twins. Yeah, you know what? Check his tag in. And that's all we want. We want to be safe.
Then they will arrest you. So it's just for us to let you know that. So it'll be up to you guys, but okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Wait, what did she say? They'll arrest us if what? Huh? I just heard her say, oh, yeah, that's official. Like, if you're, so yeah, folks, if you go near Parliament, so Parliament Hill is deemed red zone right now. If you try to enter the premises, you will be arrested regardless. So it's completely empty there, nothing happening over there. So that's what the officer just told us. I know you can't really hear too properly, so I'm just updating you with that.
1, 2, 3, everybody. We love you. 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 We love us. You love us.
How accurate
You love
did you
us.
actually witness
You
that with your own
love
eyes?
us.
So what did you
We
see? Because
love
I've
you.
never seen anything but peace and love. So I want to hear both sides. What examples could you give me of that?
I personally wasn't there for any of that. This is what I do.
So you've never personally seen violence?
I haven't been involved with any of that part of it.
Okay, all right. Now, ma'am.
Can we go out into groups like this?
But this gentleman said he saw violence. I saw violence. I just because we're not surrounded. We saw people. So what evidence? Well, I just said we're dancing in the streets and they got pepper spray. What evidence? I'm just sorry. What evidence was there that there was violence? I'm just trying to. Guys, can you give me an example?
Hey guys, can you do your job and go arrest Trudeau, please? The Canadian population is begging you. Go arrest the real criminal.
Why am I surprised by anything? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not surprised by anything.
Folks, feel free to subscribe. It's getting heated right now, so we want this live footage to reach out to everyone right now. So subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you very much.
That's what Trudeau calls domestic terrorism. She sounds like one of those conspiracy theorists, you know? We're peacefully protesting, holding signs. That makes us terrorists, apparently, you know? They got armored vehicles over there with 50 cal machine guns out the top, all that fun stuff for a bunch of people holding signs. It's pathetic. Pathetic, man.
Pathetic, yeah.
No, this isn't my Canada. Not the Canada I grew up in, no.
So you're weaponizing my words, my free speech against me. But if we look at all of the politicians and all of the statements they make, how many times do they say, oh,
Yes, for they possibly the group that was at Federation Park.
it's just like my daughter-in-law.
I don't know, one's got a blue light flag and one's got a white flag, and there's about 8 or 10 of them.
I mean,
Ten for northbound on Elgin Square.
So,
From Albert, I'm just approaching the fence line on Wellington.
That's all part of the job, really. So, I don't mind.
Dispatch to all X-ray units.
At least I didn't get
just an update. Apparently, Bank of Canada employees showing proper ID are allowed to enter.
Seemed peaceful at first, they're answering questions.
Bank of Canada employees showing proper ID are allowed to enter.
Now the police are gone, so
shut down minutes ago. Interesting.
For the kids.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Zulu 061 contact.
So for those who just tuned in, just a quick update. This is Parliament Hill. This core of downtown is now deemed
anything that I
red zone.
should be down.
If you attempt to enter, you will get arrested. Hence why I'm not there right now. This is actually where the largest crowd is. This is where the official regroup is of this convoy protest. So this is at the Canadian War Museum, Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway,
Protesters on Albert
and Booth
Street,
Street.
were they engaged? Did they go around the barrier?
Go ahead.
Following. We are in the sixth mass extinction, and people don't realize unity is the only answer.
74, 09, 18.
We can heal the planet, and that is the motivation. We have to see the soul within all people, within our enemies, find the light, and grow that light. Shine. Like,
Let me ask you, when you come to this side.
This may seem woo-woo to some people, but I communicate with my soul, and my soul, I can ask my soul yes, no questions, and other things. But anyways, in a meditation, I asked, how do we wake these people up to the light? How do we wake these people up? And you know what my soul said? Be the light. Be the light. That's the only way to share the light. So we have to embrace everybody. Well, you don't have to embrace them physically, but within your spirit.
10-4, and if you can just add a plate to that 6 Victor 4864. It's a red GMC. It's all marked up. He's trying to go through to downtown, and he's been advised he is not going to be permitted to.
Jennifer, can you just 10-9 the plate? I didn't have to warm up.
Yeah, 10-4. It's the veteran plate 6 Victor 4864.
10-4.
Home center status check 1020.
A3 10-4 going by in daily.
Home center is Zulu 057. 3 Zulu 057. Go ahead.
Thankfully, it didn't affect the video for me.
We have one male 1092 for Justice. We've already turned over to an OPS unit.
People want to shut down.
Deliver them and release them.
All they have to do is play
I'll give you info.
copyrighted music in the area. The algorithms and the bots pick up on the music, and depending on if it's owned by Sony or EMI or Warner or whoever it is, depending on their policies, they will either put ads on it or they'll have the stream killed. So that's actually a tactic that undercover police could use. Is to walk through a protest with a speaker blaring with just top 10 Billboard chart music.
Even if it's not us on
potentially
Parliament, it's
disrupt
okay if the
everyone's
cops are there. It doesn't matter who's there.
I hate it when I hear
business as usual.
top 10 Billboard music and protests on loudspeakers.
And I mean, I wasn't there.
It totally ruins people's streams just because of the copyright claims that can be made. So yeah, if you're attending something like this in the future, just leave the music at home. Thank you so much, Ray, for the contribution. I am getting PayPal notifications popping up on my phone here, so I can see when anybody does contribute. Thank you so much. To everybody who has, if you do want to do that, dan@pressfortruth.ca. You can send PayPal's transfers to dan@pressfortruth.ca, or you can just go to pressfortruth.ca/donate, and there you can do Bitcoin. Some people have contributed Bitcoin yesterday. Thank you so much. If any of you are watching right now, greatly appreciated. But there you can do other things as well. So please check it out if you appreciate my efforts to be here.
I appreciate it. Sir, me too. Take care.
Fucking right, man.
I'm just keeping an eye on the chat here.
Date of birth, January
I've been trying to come for the past 3 weeks, but couldn't get a ride. And when I saw they were starting to
We'll leave for a few minutes.
that's just not right. You know, people have the right to protest.
Maybe an ultra way forward,
It was time to
but
kind of not just wait around for a community ride. Get it.
Thank you so much, Stephanie.
I did not.
For your
You know,
contribution.
they were pushing,
Got the PayPal notifications. Greatly appreciated.
I saw a lot of videos from the day before.
So, just to recap, guys, this is the War Museum.
That's 3005.
This is the Holocaust Memorial. And this is the
the private life stated the party's been handed over to OPS.
They're better off just staying on the outskirts.
Those are the cops we need. Who are just there to do their job. That's it. Don't do more.
Actually, I'm taking a look here. It could be a two-word given one, and that may be why he looks like he's been negative. He may be 1072, firearm 109, convicted of trafficking, and assaulted by Ottawa police. It does look like it's a local party. So it's given to would have been at Dolly.
I think we're going to be here for a little bit because especially now that they're
freedom, yes, freedom
my educated guess is that they're going to stick
Yeah, 10-4, that is the number. Can I get a, are you trading it?
This is ready.
Now they know what to expect.
It's into the traffic stop. We'll spill over your tab, but it's just for talking to my head. They'll obviously process.
If there is a reason,
Give you the traffic stop.
Protesters are talking to the people who are mad now, saying, hope you're having a nice day.
10-4, thank you.
Being very nice and kind to them.
Get better off the street. 220-177-327.
Not just metaphorically, like not just about rights, but literally, like, Trudeau is going to use every tool he has to make himself look like a powerful leader when in reality he's a coward. He ran away like a little kid, you know, like
3 Alpha 800.
he doesn't like confrontation. You know, he literally like he's like, oh no, these people disagree with me. What am I going to do? Instead of having a conversation and dealing with a little bit of disagreement, he ran away like a little kid.
Alpha 42, are you calling?
I don't think he's gonna take the
3 Alpha 242. And for all units, just highway traffic 417. Just be advised, we've had about 10-5 from MTO. I guess they've seen on their cameras, possibly their patrols, taxis and other personal vehicles have been letting off passengers at the ramps, the closed ramps, so they're walking down the ramps and accessing the city that way. Just an FYI, if you see something, obviously you may want to check on it. It's important.
You don't want to be my lapdog, so I'm going to fire you.
That's a great speech. Thank you so much.
Trudeau wants a bunch of slaves. He doesn't want people with a mind of their own. He doesn't want chief police police that say, no, I'm not going to do this. He wants chief of police that will do whatever he wants because his ego was hurt. You know, the police, they're not enforcing the law. They're enforcing Trudeau's pettiness. That's all it is. I mean, it's already changing. In a lot of places, they're getting rid of mandates. The question is not whether it's changing now. The question is whether they're going to stick to it. They're already talking about a new variant. Like, how do we know they're not going to say, oh no, new variant, like, let's bring all the mandates back? You know, like, are they just waiting for us to go home and then they're going to bring it all back? Like, we need more than just easing the restrictions. We need to make it very clear that what has gone on for the last 2 years is against the law. They cannot do this again.
Charlie, Alpha, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Angus, Charlie, 2029, confirmed protester, China 10. Almost went through a checkpoint. Watch out, some idea trying to get access to more.
And, you know, it's sad that we need a new law because...
Okay, 10-4, I'm sorry I wasn't ready for the marker. You'll have to 10-9 that.
Thanks so much for your contribution there. Just got the notification. Really greatly appreciated.
No mandate.
It'll be Quebec.
At this point, we're 2 years in.
Charlie, Alpha, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Tango, Charlie.
People have enough information at this point to make decisions, risk assessments for themselves. They don't need government telling them how to protect themselves. They can inform, they can keep, you know, putting the information out there for people to keep assessing the situation, but people don't have to be babied into decisions, you know? Like, people can have brains of their own, they can decide.
To all MPO units on the off-ramp, I guess the center has received information that taxis or Ubers are dropping people off on the off-ramp and they're walking down the downtown Ottawa location, just requesting extra patrol.
Well, I've seen video of
people getting taxis or Ubers dropping people off the off-ramp and letting them walk.
I've seen videos, press conference yesterday, I think, where they were talking about...
Tango 2219, acknowledge.
Mix, I think some people are going to choose to stay and
Convoy to Ottawa 2022 truck,
I think, you know, the nature of something like this is that it's very natural. The cops came here and said, oh, like, who's the leader, what's the plan, where are you heading? It's not that kind of thing, you know, this isn't like, this isn't Antifa where they have a script of, like, things to say and things to do, like, it's grassroots.
3 X-ray 041, late BMW, black, male party, born in 96.
Okay, great, I'm gonna come. There isn't a plan, there isn't a, you know, a regrouping or a leader or a plan to go.
Yeah, to be advised, the Nissan passenger is wearing a Canadian jersey, and Nissan's driver is wearing a firefighter coat. They're both very French from Gano. Anyone who comes across them, they've been warned that they could be arrested for
I don't think it's going to be as big going forward. In a sense, people want to go back to their normal lives now.
The mainstream media is saying like all the locals are really frustrated by this. I'm sure some of them are, but I mean, are you getting the sense that the majority
people still have jobs? They still want to, you know, stay in their city, but there's a lot more hogs than what's happening here.
Yeah,
and you know, when I saw Trudeau say the city was a minority, I was like,
right.
Do a little bit of math. You know, how many bridges are there across Canada? Each bridge across the Convoy had a few thousand people. You know, smaller cities had a few hundred.
I saw the one guy giving it.
Put all of those people together.
That's been it.
We have more than the majority. Like, we are not the minority. In Ottawa, there might not be, you know, we don't have 50% of Canada in Ottawa.
Please feel free to subscribe.
More than the majority of Canada. It sounds like, you know, the other side has the majority because they happen to have more TV channels. But TV, you know, the people who work for TV don't make up the majority of Canada. So, you know, talk to friends, see where the support is. You'll see like
so this
more
is
people support this than and don't get me wrong, if people want to wear masks, that's their choice.
Yeah, I'm streaming right now, man.
You know,
yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah, of course. I remember from up. That's your choice too. You know, like in my opinion, wearing a mask, at least for me, it blocks your breathing. So, you know, if you want to choke yourself, have a nice time. You know, like, I'm not going to stop you. Like, but don't force me to wear a mask if I'm telling you I can't breathe in this. You know, like... Exactly. Oh, really? If you feel safer wearing it, wear it. If you feel like you're choking when you wear it, don't wear it. That's a
super fan, showed me this guy, and he's like, yo, look at this fan, and today she's
I'm kind of uncomfortable being in front of the camera. It's okay. You know, it is what it is. We all got to do a little bit. Exactly. Right. And eventually
you even gave me a wedding gift, I recall.
I'm just surprised at how
that's right. Awesome.
Seeing the
cool. So what's your
day versus night, like what I
Go ahead.
If anyone is still, I'm assuming people who watch who are not watching the media, but if anyone's still watching the media,
Thank you, lady.
well, not on this, but when actually I did watch a video from, I believe it was CBC last night. I was curious what they're saying.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if you noticed, there was even cops who were hugging people, and then they were told not to.
The police were not violent. They did use a little bit of pepper spray.
Some police, actually, they know that they are doing
that doesn't, like, how could you put those two things in one sentence? If they used pepper spray, they were violent.
But I read some of the police that they were doing like aggression.
I mean, they're spinning it, you know, they're trying to sell it as unnecessary, you know, last
Parliament Hill, Edmonton, we had to Quebec. So it does seem like they're coming in from all over. Sometimes it's hard to confirm that.
I don't know.
There's no badges, there's no name tag.
The person's face,
But most of those guys in the green
showing any footage
uniforms
because
with no
I mean, if they
name
showed
tags or
footage,
badges,
like
that's
people would be like,
Quebec police.
what are you talking
They're called
about?
Sarah de Quebec, and from what I can tell in my
Over
experience,
time,
those
more
are
and more
the guys
people
who
realize
around
like,
nameless,
that the news
anonymous
is lying. I was in Montreal when the Convoy first passed. There were 2,000 people on a bridge, and I'm on the bridge watching the news. And they're showing a bridge with 10 people. And they're saying, oh, a few people showed up. I'm like, I don't know what bridge that is, but like, I'm looking around and it's like, that's not
very difficult to
there are
get
2,000 people next to me.
How are you? Are you from here? Where do you come from?
You're lying. Like, it's night versus day. Like, whoever's still watching the news or they have friends watching the news,
I didn't mean more
they have to like put the two next to each other and, you know, we have to open people's minds because it's not just a matter of making good arguments and convincing people. Because what I found from experience is when I show compelling arguments and why some of these arguments don't make sense.
That's right. Yeah,
and like
I know. I luckily have a hotel reservation. When I showed them that, they let me in.
Strange, weird articles like from unknown sources. Like there are articles from
cool, man. Well, I'm gonna stick around this area for a little while. I might head up there, but yeah, great seeing you again.
Some of these mandates don't make
Can you do me a huge favor and grab that?
But when you bring it up, it's very frightening for people because all of a sudden it's like when you don't make sense, when you're talking to someone who's like just upset and bringing up every argument, they dismiss it. But when you're making good arguments they can't dismiss, it's scary for people. They have to
right now.
Wait a second. Everything I believe
Thank you so much.
is false. What else is false? So they get very defensive. So you have to be very
that lady jogging
cautious
by
of how you approach people that still watch the news. That's their entire world. That's, you know, they're like they're zoned in, you know, like, and
so,
you have
that
to,
was a local jogging by.
before you can even have a discussion about what makes sense, you first have to show that the news is lying.
We love you.
Step out of your bubble.
It's a freedom,
Once
right?
they're
It's
comfortable out of their bubble, then you can have a conversation.
What to
But
do,
honestly, I'm happy.
So I do believe
surprised at how
there's
peaceful
more
it's been.
coming.
I come from Montreal where there are like almost every protest turns into a riot.
Quick
so, you know, for me, I'm like, wow. Like,
that's the freedom when you not agree with
incredible.
something.
I don't know how.
And
the funny thing is, it's like, you might think there's like great leadership, and that's why people are so calm. There is no leadership. It's a grassroots movement. And the leaders, I mean, I wouldn't even call them the leaders because this is so much bigger than that. But the guys the guys who motivated people to wake up, they were arrested, and yet
How about this? I'll tell you something, and you'll.
it's like, it doesn't get any better than this. You know, it's like, the sad thing is that they control the media, they control the narrative, but if you put, in terms of reality, if you put reality on TV, you win the narrative. The narrative of like, I've seen a lot of protests.
Were you
the narrative is always bad. There are always candidates going off, just having a good time, you know, wild out. I'm surprised we don't have just people joining this thing to have fun. Everyone here is here for a legitimate reason. They want their freedom.
So they've kind of created this
they want their kids to be able to go to school without masks. Like, it's insane. Like, when all this started, I said, I don't want to wear a mask in front of my kids. I don't want my kids to see me in a mask. And now we're talking about kids wearing masks. Like, never mind my kids seeing me in a mask. Now you want to put a mask on my kid? Like, it's insane. Like, kids don't spread the virus. Like, isn't that what they said for the first year and a half? Now they have to wear masks. I think what aggravated people is the fear of the unknown. You know, it's like, you want me to comply at first? Great. Whatever, I trust you, your leaders, whatever. I'm here. It starts with 2 weeks. Then we're 6 months in, now we gotta wear masks, we gotta get vaccines, we gotta... It's like, at what point does it hit? You know, like, I was standing in front of a police officer with the Jewish last name, and I told him, like, okay, I see you're Jewish, like, if you just go to your grandmother, do you not see the resemblance? Jews didn't, like, they weren't all of a sudden, like, killed off just like that.
Yeah, winging it.
3 weeks. It was a gradual, like, oh, you have to wear this and identify. You know, you have to live within a certain ghetto. Right? And then, oh, you can't go to the grocery, we're going to bring you a limited amount of food. They stopped taking the trash out, and then they're like, oh, you're filthy. Well, of course, because you're like, before the Nazis killed us, nice to see they were people who spread disease by not taking out the trash. So it was a very gradual thing, and they complied because they thought, you know what, maybe if we do this, they're going to leave us alone. But that's never the case. When has there ever been in history a time when the people in power gave back power just because? People always had to fight it. Let's say all of this COVID stuff is a very scary thing, which, you know, that's not my opinion, but let's say people are really scared and COVID is very frightening to them. At what point, what makes you think that at some point the government is going to say, you know what, COVID is done, you can have your freedoms back? It's never been that way in history. So at some point people have to stand up and take their freedom back. This is starting to look more and more like the Holocaust. And, you know, as a Jew, I hate comparing, like, whenever people compare people to Hitler and this and that, like, I hate comparing stuff because that was a very tragic time, you know, like, I don't think we should be comparing because it diminishes, I don't think people realize how terrible the Holocaust was.
Yeah.
But the similarities at this point in time is very scary. Very, very scary. I'm not saying it's anything like it, at least not yet, but the way the Holocaust started and where we are right now, it's resembling a lot, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think now is the time to stand up before it gets to a point where, like, yeah, this is like the Holocaust. We can't let it get to that point. We can't keep complying and hoping that at some point, you know, politicians will go, okay, you know what? I think you can have your freedoms back now, because that's not going to happen. It's never happened like that in history.
Right. I mean, I've talked to a lot of people who said for Canadians to sort of congregate and protest something, because Canadians are, like, so compliant and they're kind of like pushovers, for them to actually, you know, stand up and
we're a very submissive people, you know. We're very, like, we're very polite. We're very, you know, we don't we don't speak up very often, but clearly now it's the time to speak up. And it's not just the minority, it's not just like you know, a group of people that don't believe in masks or don't believe in vaccines. This is people who got 2 vaccines, some who even got 3. And they're like, you know what, I'm not getting a 4th. When does it end? Like, even the politicians can't tell you, like, you know what, when we're at this level of hospitalization, or when we're at this level of vaccine, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, they can't even give us a metric, so when does it end? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Yeah.
I think it ends when we decide it ends. It's not just about protesting, it's not just about demanding freedom, it's about taking freedom.
Yeah.
It's about taking off the mask. I know people who, like, I was here yesterday with some people, and they go into a restaurant and they put the mask on. I'm like, no, it defeats the purpose. You can't protest, ask for freedom. You can't even look at it. You can't protest, ask for freedom, and then not practice your freedom. The way you take it, the way you take your freedom is by not allow. The more you comply, the more power you give them. The more people that say, no, we're not wearing masks, if more businesses allow people without masks, they can't fine every business in the country.
Yeah.
The only way they are enforcing this is by turning everyone into police officers. By ticketing the business is now a police officer on me. But if enough people decide, you know what, enough is enough, they cannot enforce it, they cannot take our freedoms. We have to take our freedom, not just protest for it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The only crowd of people right now.
Police around.
Everywhere else is empty.
Just my what's in my brain.
Yeah.
It feels nice to speak because for 2 years I'm sitting in my house going, like, what is wrong with me? I go on the bus, I don't wear masks ever. I wore a mask twice, like this entire 2 years. I sit on the
Not
bus
much
like,
people because it's really hard to get
how are
in
you
here.
guys doing this?
Let's just
It's
have a
like
little walk.
people come up to me and give me a high five,
Maybe
like, good
there's
for you. I'm
No,
like,
her name
don't
was
just tell
not
me
Karen,
good for you,
folks.
take
I
off
don't
the
know.
mask.
So we'll come
I don't know who
People
said her
take
name
off
is
their
Karen. Her
masks,
name is not Karen. Her
sooner
name
we
is
get our freedom back.
Miss Riley. I think her first name was Mary.
just cover
Mary
it.
Riley.
Thank you for sharing.
But yeah, no Karens here.
It's great to show people, you know, it's great that you're showing people the truth.
Nova Scotia, Charlie Uniform Papa
You
222.
know, guys,
You know, we just need to keep going.
there was lots of protests yesterday.
Keep spreading the
Please
message.
let me know
Yeah.
in the chat.
There are more of us than
There
there
are
are
any
people
protests
who want to
today
wear
in
the
Quebec.
mask. And for those who want to wear it, great. But for the people who don't,
There was a lot of
keep fighting, keep
yesterday.
fighting, because we are the majority. The more we fight, the more we get together, the more we make our voices heard, the more we're letting other people know who are on our side.
Kilo 2 on
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Attemate. I have 2 calls open. Do you mind clearing both to my badge as a few reports? Thank you.
So I saw some excitement going on over here.
They didn't all make it happen.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for support your freedom.
I love you guys!
Yeah, there is not a lot, but people anyway.
Thank you to David, Queen Elizabeth has COVID, I heard that. And thank you to Dan Hebb as well. It's very interesting. Good reporter. Yeah, thanks a lot.
If you haven't already, folks, please feel free to subscribe to get notified when our next live stream, and to help spread this footage out to more people who may have difficulties finding live streams. Everyone, of course, deserves to see and hear the truth.
I'll be back.
Thanks for that message to join us. Yes, I tried to stream, I tried to show what's going on here live in Ottawa for you guys, so you know what's going on, and you will be updated. If you're watching Smartphone, please share, like, subscribe. Going back to that intersection where most of the protesters.
Do I have anybody at Bank and Gladstone?
So guys, that's the Elgin Street around the Starbucks. That's where the most people, I believe, you know, came here to support.
I think Bank and Catherine's are closest.
10-4.
Hey, I remember you from yesterday.
Yeah, hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going? That party was, you were at the
Again, any unit that is at Bank and
Somebody
Gladstone?
said if someone stuck at the border, they cannot cross the
Trying to confirm that the Pebble PS asking, yeah.
You said you weren't coming here? You said this was your
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
3 Yankees 0
Nice
0
to see you all here in the regroup. So
Yeah, it's nice. How long you been out here?
I'd say an hour, hour and a half.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, when did you find out this was happening? Was this like discussed or it just happened?
Oh no, this was the thing. Someone sent it to me yesterday on Snapchat. So yeah, I just decided to live stream it here.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you know, it's nice to see you. You just got here?
Yeah, I just came back with my friends. We woke up. Kind of.
Okay,
We weren't sure what was
surely
gonna
needs
happen.
to be
Should
somebody
go?
there
We regrouping because we heard about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any information
for a
myself.
checkpoint.
So. Yeah, it's nice. And then we started. And yeah, the memorial.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a hard checkpoint and it's not being scanned at the moment. Is there anybody close by that can head over, or if there's a rover or somebody that's supposed to be assigned there? Can you advise me?
Sorry, Julie 101, what are they looking for?
We're walking downtown where there's all the drama still, right? And now there's some more locals who are giving us their opinions, strong opinions.
Bank and Gladstone,
So it's like getting
it's a hard checkpoint, and apparently it's not being
sad and heavy down that way. So it's nice to be back with our people here.
Yeah, like you were over there downtown.
Yeah, we were at the sheriff and we were leaving, right? So everything is just cleaned up. Everything's cops every corner, very desolate. Like the morale is just low. You can tell.
I hear they're arresting people if you try to go there now.
Oh yeah, they're not letting anybody across.
Like not
Like I
even.
barely got in last night.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's an X-ray Yankee or Julie, but I would suggest a rover.
There's still people.
It makes me so happy again, you guys. Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, I'm in checkpoint.
10-4, yeah, it's right.
Warm. It's a little bit chill.
In between Catherine Street and like 417 and Somerset, so I'm not sure, but
Freedom, guys, freedom. Thank you so much for your likes.
somebody can go by and just check them.
And subscribe. Thank you for your love.
Yeah, Zulu 101. Our rovers are a little tied up because we had to, a few members had to peel off for a few details, so I don't know if you have access to either the X-ray or the Yankee dispatch and see if maybe they can free up a rover to go do that.
No problem. We do, and then we'll send somebody. They have some emails that they close and they'll get over there.
Unfortunately, that's the last one.
Convoy. Thank you.
3 Zulu double. 405, we can head over. Sorry, it was a Gladstone and Bank.
That's so sad to see that.
Yep, for Gladstone and Bank, and apparently it might have been last night. So if you could just check it out and get back to that. Thank you. 10-4.
Gladstone, apparently they want us to now monitor and check that as well.
So I've patrolled all the exits that are blocked.
Looks like they bring
There's MPO people, MPO constable, everyone in the with agents inside their vehicle there, so I don't.
You guys got a fun hat over here. It's like Oscar the Grouch.
Think there's going to be any issues with as far as taxi driver dropping people there. It has been happening, and they only be a select few. But if you do see something next time, just obviously.
And please just join. We are live in Ottawa.
Never haven't seen anything.
To the Parliament Starbucks and Albion Street.
Where is you guys on our
So yeah, folks, this is it.
We're
over unit, but we can assist for now until everything's sorted out.
Police, they blocking whole roads.
Mind control sex slaves and having that you take one or two to do whatever, and like now they're so we need to witness it and people need to see it.
I'll be cutting this live stream short, folks. I'm gonna have to eat and recharge a bit, and I'll update you on what's happening later here. I'll do a stream today for sure. I know Zog is online right now.
Go ahead.
We're clear from Laurie and Metcalf and
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in.
resuming rover duty.
Please subscribe if you haven't already to get notified when the next live streams.
Cop car, truck accident.
Or don't. It's your choice.
PCC, X-ray.
Alright everyone, take care.
Slow.
059.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead.
We just had 2 males come to the checkpoint trying to
Thank you guys for joining. Please share, like, subscribe.
get access into the town. They've been warned, cautioned, or obstruct as they continue down north on Braun.
Nothing major happened overnight. For the ones that are tuning in right away.
To try to get into other checkpoints.
You guys are awesome. She is raining like a sieve, so I had to pull out the old summer umbrella. So we can still do this.
A glass of water before bed can reverse diabetes while you sleep. Before you go to bed tonight, add 1/2 teaspoon of this to a glass of water to reverse diabetes overnight and electrify your metabolism by over 817%. Are you skeptical? I was too, but then I saw the shocking proof for myself. A newly discovered bizarre natural super fast track that takes under 60 seconds.
Yeah. So originally
Anything guys you would like to share on the live? Anything you would like to say? Hi Brandon, anything you would like to share on
Black
live
man.
on YouTube? Hi YouTubers.
What's up?
And a trapper's hat, and the other has a red
I feel like the people who've been here from the beginning need some support. Like they need some help.
coat with track pants and black shoes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Thornhill, just north of Toronto.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll be coming back tomorrow as well.
Do apologize.
Everybody's talking, guys.
Just fighting for the freedom, right?
Fighting for our freedoms, absolutely.
That's everyone.
That's
again.
That's all. I know it's a big ask, but that's all we want.
That's all we want. Just the freedom of speech and freedom of rights, yeah. So we're not like sit here like some blockades, you know, you cannot go here, you cannot go. Yeah, I agree with you.
All units. From 3 Zulu 103, there'll be a couple vehicles coming down for John Inner.
If you're not vaccinated, can I ask, do you have COVID? Did you get COVID?
Donald Parkway,
I did.
RCMP in City.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, he got released. Yeah, he got released the other night. He's gonna do a live stream.
And that's okay, right? Like, there's a respiratory virus going around.
I don't know if I can talk about it just because like the legal stuff. I don't know if I can say it. But yeah, he's seeking like a lawyer. Did you wanna say anything?
All right. Thank you so much for your opinion. Thank you so much for your speech. That was so great. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. Stay strong, everyone on YouTube.
Thank you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Come on, guys.
So I'm really happy to see them.
You guys got a message for the world, or?
Yes. Peace, love, and happiness.
That's it.
Canada free. Love you.
Do you guys have a hard time getting here?
Not that much. You gotta park further out west and then just walk. It might be a while walking, but at least you can get in.
Yeah.
Spread love and peace and happiness always.
Thanks for showing everybody, man. Thank you for being here. Peace and love. That's what it's all about.
For sure. Let's get this thing going, get the likes up. I'm gonna cross the street here at a light. across the street. Who's over here? Any more streamers over here?
We have huge God, that's for sure.
Thank you, Denver. And
4205 Country Street, Lee House. Complainant to the staff member there says there is a youth first name Wyatt, unknown last name, approximately 15 years old, currently in a crisis. Trying to hurt staff as well as himself.
Thank you so much for your speech. Thank you. I'll be around. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you. So let's go.
It was really hard. I think it's really hard for people to get down.
Freedom of your choice.
I
would like to get
a couple officers told me to move along.
If you believe that it's good for you, if you don't, that's all about freedom.
Here's your 9.
Smart. Thank you guys. Subscribe. Thank you so much.
What's your stream?
Adam Nucci.
Yes, guys, it's all about
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Adam Nucci.
Okay. So how many followers you got right now?
I live right up the street.
Cool.
I just started.
I know. I'm like somebody says, go home.
Yeah, we just started. We got 400.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes, guys.
You know what?
Okay, go there and see if there's more people.
I share both.
Yeah.
Park on that square. Just go around with it. We will be there.
Okay.
Hey, can I just confirm the spelling on Bestie?
New location, just the museum right now, guys.
Center Zulu 075.
You can take our toys and our trucks. You can take away a few guys. Maybe keep them in jail for a while. I don't know.
Freedom dog.
Just wondering, is foot traffic able to cross Laurier and go down Laurier?
Journalist in South Africa. When Nelson Mandela was as a young man. I worked for the Ontario Human Rights Commission, race relations. I marched.
Yeah, he's just trying to hit a bridge to get back to Quebec. He's on foot.
It looks like
Where
there's
there were
not much
rubber
people in the
bullets.
park.
I lived in a black township when it was illegal for
can't access the rental negative.
There are things that you do not comply with that are not correct.
Okay, 10-4, and do you know anything about Sussex?
Now, I am COVID recovered, antibody tested, naturally immune. My choice is not to take the vaccine. So, because of this choice, my daughter yesterday had she's in a pre-professional ballet
That's Zulu 075. The Alexandra Bridge and the Chartier Bridge are the ones that are open for traffic right
for
now.
her first big performance because that's COVID. That's COVID, right? It's not because of COVID. It's because of control. Because of more manipulation, more this data pass is something serious. Awesome. Where the drum's going? Freedom! 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 Hey, how are you?
Thank you, Michael Moon. Thanks for sticking with it. Of course, for you guys, anything.
Susan, love you, Mom. I wish I would have took Mike up here, man. Fuck, I wish.
Got some police rolling up over here. So it does look like it's growing a bit. Thank you, Francis Lanphier. Thanks for the coverage. Come on, be bankers. I'll eat dandelions. I'll have beer.
There's going to be a rover unit from X-ray call sign that's going to be remaining, so we'll be 10-8.
10-4.
They're going to demonize all people that trample on indigenous native people. First Nations, come! Don't let your people be trampled on once again. Come, please, I beg you.
I know that one.
They need to come.
Thank you.
All right, God bless you.
I'll be here.
You're what is it?
Adam Nucci. N-U-C-C-I.
N-U-C-C-I.
Like Gucci, but with an N.
All right, cool. And what you're on
YouTube, Rumble, everything.
Excellent.
And 3K023, apparently they will have to walk to your location.
He's only on Instagram. A guy named
Outside detachment looking to speak with an officer. His son, Maxime Piché, was involved with the police yesterday, looking to retrieve belongings.
Alright, guys.
North Base 0303, I'm familiar with these parties. I'll head back and deal with them.
10-4.
Close to them.
Three India 305 North Base and 22.
A lot of weed going on.
Two people now who said they were watching my stream earlier, and that's why they're down here now. So thank you guys for sharing the stream. Hey, you start being honest. Good, how are you? Hi, Miss Zot.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, about that. I love you guys. Get arrested that. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia, 4 provinces away. So your guys' streams are how I watch this unfold for the first 30 or 40 hours. The first 10 minutes about Wellington and Booth. So Wellington and Booth. Anybody else?
There's the bubble.
Now we had one shot. And actually, 16 hours was just for me. The people who picked me up took 2 hours to get me. And then 16 hours. Yeah. Love this.
How long have you been up here?
We got here late Friday night. We were there just for the last little party in the white supremacy. That got broke up, but we're here for a couple of days, and then probably Quebec City there.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Did the lights up scare it out?
3 November 605.
I know people are starting to here. I'm not sure where else.
The woman made a comment earlier. She said that the truckers, everybody who were arrested.
And we're just to advise on clear a 21 request sent to your guest for Bonnie Adams.
Yeah, we're getting the copy right. No way around that.
A couple of days, they're going to regroup and they're going to split off. Apparently, it's going to be 2 or 3 convoys going to different places near me if possible. So hopefully it works out. I've never made so many new friends in my life since elementary. Thank you, Justin Trudeau. I now have every one of these people around me as a trusted new friend. Love you. You did this to all of us, but I love what you did to us. You brought us together. I watched 500 plus Quebecers walk across that bridge. Hug Alberta. I watched the separatist vote when I was young.
3075, sir.
Did he go home?
So glad you
Go ahead.
enough to bring us back together.
Tim, did you see an ops QRT at the area? If you could just guide them to the area of concern if you see them, that would help them as well.
Yeah, 10-4. We've got some RCMP here, and they are all over it.
Hit.
I know it just ages me like 20 years, but I don't care. I like it. My wife likes it. That's what matters.
2 for 1050, PD only, Rosedale Road, near Wood Road.
Where's my people?
How you guys doing?
Everybody else like stop it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there's our buddy up here.
I'm from Ottawa.
I always talk to this guy. The cops got him.
The 110 is on a 21, but I can take that.
Yeah, I am.
I think they're asking him.
10-4, it's going to be near Civic address 500 Rosedale Road South. Complainant advising that her, I guess her horse trailer has flipped. 2 horses in the trailer. We are letting fire now because they're currently on top of each other. And see if I can get some calls to maybe send a unit until we can get there.
I've been involved in human rights. I worked for the Ontario Human Rights Commission in race relations when I was young. And I've been involved in advocacy. Now I'm a writer and a teacher, and I'm also kind of struggling financially because of COVID.
Getting harassed by the police.
I'm
See if he gets by.
COVID recovered, antibody tested, naturally immune. And the other day, my daughter
Tom Center 3 Yankee 065.
program, and she had a big show.
Go ahead.
My sister-in-law back in Saskatchewan just said
I have an Audi Q7 Ontario Charlie Foxtrot Hotel Sierra 917 heading west from our location. He does have a residence in Ottawa, but he was videotaping the occurrence. Had a lot of Canadian flags with two that says Freedom Convoy, so just a heads up to other individuals and checkpoints along the way. He may try and get past us at some point.
Keep moving forward.
That's the same kind of thing that's going on here. Anybody tells me there's nothing like apartheid.
Call Center from Hector 060.
I was there, I lived it, I was discriminated for it, and my brothers and sisters, I marched with there, I was afraid to take rubber bullets.
At the corner of Laurier and Bay Street. Would you be able to contact a taxi, please, and have them come for 2 occupants?
This never got violent.
They're stuck here in the corner.
The police are responsible. Trudeau is directly responsible. It's not for no reason that blackface Hitler
I don't want to get that.
trended on Twitter worldwide. It's a disgrace. Trudeau, you need to resign now. Lametti, you need to resign. You are a disgrace to my writing. Freeland, you need to resign. Mendocino, you need to resign. For the good of the country.
Especially over like what the police have been through over the last 2 years.
3 Kilo, either 205 or 202 for a traffic complaint. 417 highway eastbound from mile marker 153 or Panview Road.
Bless your family. Be free of this. Bless your family by being free of
Temporary
the lies.
eastbound from Panmure, descriptive of black Ford F-150.
Thank you.
Possible marker Bravo Charlie 8203.
It's all good. Say whatever you
I think just that information call at 94 I'll take care of it.
So wonderful this
So, the guy I was talking about was he's in some trouble with the police.
I don't like big loud raves either.
And another
But,
streamer has
complaining
gotten
about
right in
that
their face.
when people have been like,
I don't want to get
what's
that
coming
close.
to them is going to be far worse if we allow this data pass to continue to
saying I
control
don't wanna get
people's
as close
life
as that
with a barcode. You know, QR code, call it whatever you want. It is disgraceful.
Over what I've seen the last couple of
Absolutely
days.
disgraceful. And
You're gonna go up
people
there?
need to step up. Any police that are enforcing it, they need to stand down.
3 November 601. Nepal is sending a unit to assist there until we can get on the scene.
Absolutely disgraceful.
Did you want a second unit as well?
Protesters threw gas at them.
Okay, but I thought we're in the outside of the red zone right now. Okay. Yeah. It's fine here too. You know there's no problem with me standing right here.
Get back to the police. So I'm just trying to share a message. It's a letter supposed for you guys.
That's great.
I wrote it. I read read it.
Yep.
And it's beautiful.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, earlier I was just trying to establish where is this red zone? Where can I be? Where can I not be? Yeah. mean, when I'm ready, like, look, Ben, I'm not just going to be pushed around by the police because you tell me to. Right, exactly. So, I'll just hang out here a little bit and exercise my freedoms and rights. Yeah. I've done that already. In fact, I'm going to be going that way very soon. Because that's where I'm staying. My hotel. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I won't show you ID, but I'll show you my reservation. Yeah. Not yet. I will go there a little later, though. I know how it's going down. Yeah, so I got to show like a reservation for my hotel, and then I can get in. Yeah. Yep.
La rue du Parlement, puis bloquait les autres points. Il y avait façon de te.
So just to recap, the guy who's over here was questioning on whether or not he was going to get arrested if he walks, that way or not, and they wouldn't answer him. There was no answer, and that's interesting, actually, that they wouldn't give him a direct answer as to whether he'd be arrested or not. They kept just saying, we're asking you to do this, and really, they had these tactics where it's like you can ask all day long, you know what I mean? This guy's telling him not to talk to them anymore. This guy just told him not to talk to them. They're instructing him to stop talking. I can't understand them anyways. Don't speak a lick of French. So, just to recap, saw a guy trying to come over here. He was just trying to get clarification on whether or not he'll be arrested if he crosses. They wouldn't tell him. They just kept saying, we're asking you to stay over here. Sounds to me like they don't have a whole heck of a lot of grounds to be able to keep somebody here. So, let's see what he has to say about it.
I've been out every day. I think people were like,
he's talking to another streamer right now, so I'll talk to him in a bit. But sounds like he just wanted to get to the other side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thumbs up.
It's wild how things have escalated over the last couple of weeks.
And it's absolutely criminal. Now that the trucks are gone, there is zero justification for these fences and for this martial law.
Yeah.
We have the right to protest on foot. I could see them making an argument, you don't have the right to block the streets.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that argument because desperate times call for desperate measures, and the harm that the government was doing to its citizens outweighed the harm that a few trucks in downtown Ottawa did to the residents. But at least they had a semi-justifiable explanation. But now, there's zero. There's just, we live in a communist country now, deal with it.
That's kind of what I was saying yesterday, later on yesterday when I was down there. All the trucks had been gone.
Right.
And people were still getting beaten,
still getting
pepper
pushed,
sprayed,
still setting up fences.
And it was kind of at that point I was like, well, how is this not a legal protest if the trucks are gone?
Exactly.
But what are you going to do? I guess the law doesn't matter anymore.
No, it's not worth the piece of paper it's written on. Shame on Justin Trudeau. Shame on the Conservative Party. Where have you been for 2 years? The PPC is the only way we're going to get out of this mess. Do not trust Paul Poilievre. Do not trust Andrew Scheer. They're both just sticking their finger in the air and looking for what's popular right now. But they're not in the front lines with us, and they haven't been from the beginning. So,
all right.
Thank
you.
Turn in your passes at Parliament Hill. Walk away.
Okay, that's 10-4.
Hey.
It's not a great thing.
How you doing?
I've been having a hard time.
How long have you been out here?
Like, I don't ever like
Get the lights going.
Honestly, when I saw the
Let me get on this side. Were you in the red zone today?
it would have been really cool if everybody who has one of those signs changes it and just uses a different F word and just puts free Trudeau. Because that man needs freedom. His freedom might be in a jail cell. He needs to be free from the Prime Minister.
X-ray 077.
From his own ego.
Go ahead.
So that he can rebuild his family again.
Do we have any officers that speak Spanish that can come to O'Connor and Laurier?
Secure area where protesters are not allowed is as follows. Highway 417 to the south, Rideau Canal to the east, Ottawa River to the north, Bronson Avenue to the west. Protesters observed in this area are to be challenged, informed they're not allowed in that area, and to leave immediately. If they refuse to leave, they may be arrested for obstruction. Any Spanish-speaking officers on the air? Any Spanish-speaking officers?
7-10-4. Araga here speaks Spanish.
10-4, stand by. I'm just going to see what they're looking for.
So we really need to say,
don't go to any protests. I'm like, okay.
Continue just
Are you able to attend O'Connor and Laurier for to provide directions to a female there? There is an officer there, but they should require a Spanish-speaking officer.
Yeah, 093, that's a negative. I'm roving, providing meals. They could possibly give us a 21 that could maybe assist, but I'll just have to do their best in giving directions, but not otherwise.
10-4. And just to confirm, your unit ID is 3 Yankee.
3 Yankee 093.
10-4, I'm just going to see if I have your 1021 here. I've got them to give you one.
Careful, look to the last 4 digits of PC Campbell's phone. Galaraga's phone coming from issue.
10-4.
I'm sending emergency letters as soon as the Senate. So I was very happy.
Here for a bit.
Kids are back. How we doing, my man? Good, good. You have any problems getting over here?
No, not at all.
Nice.
Smooth sailing.
Did you go downtown at all today?
No, just avoided there. It looked pretty empty, so we heard something was happening here, and here we are.
Yeah. I was there this morning. It was, yeah, pretty hard to get down there.
Yeah, still a good turnout.
3X3077, copy that.
You know, you're too nice to let me talk to you.
Broadcast, all units stand by for broadcast. A reminder to all units that the service area where protesters are not allowed is as follows. Highway 417 to the south, Rideau Canal to the east, Ottawa River to the north, Bronson Avenue to the west. Protesters observed in this area are to be
in his old age when he was sent to the island of Pac.
are to be informed that they are not allowed in the area and to leave immediately. If they refuse to leave, they may be arrested for
What they
obstruction.
said is, all he could say was, love your children, find love, find love.
In Toronto.
Where is the love in this? Where is the love? You know, I can agree.
We'll be there. Thank you.
I would say to them, don't do that. free Trudeau.
Oh, wow.
Love.
Okay.
We as protesters need to find love as well. If the honking bother people, they stop the honking. A lot of people said the honking didn't bother them, but one time a day, whatever. Love. But I would say, on the other side, love. Where is the love? Where's the love you want to pass on to your children? And your mother?
Just to specify, she was kind of too hysterical to really get much out of lawmakers just let her go and fire.
This vaccine is hurting people. People are immune. Let's stop those. $2 billion into looking at that. Okay? Love. Love.
Okay, Yan Brand.
God is love. Find God.
November 6th
Find love.
Okay, so far, maybe that's what she did for Dispatch to all X-ray units.
And that's what we got too.
Reminder, Molo.
Yeah, 6-day drive for me.
For everyone. That the secure area where protesters are not allowed are Highway 417 to the south, Bordeaux Canal to the east, Ottawa River to the north, Bronson Avenue to the west, and any protesters observed in this area are to be challenged, informed that they are not allowed in the area.
Will I be arrested if I walk any further? This way? No, that way. Well, he was trying to go in that direction, is all I know. And he was just trying to ask, will I be arrested? Yeah, I'll take one. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome. So I noticed that the police weren't answering the guy's question, just the simple question, will I be arrested? So I just went over to film just in case anything went down. I want to be there to capture it. Yeah, but
sharing their stories. Some stories to just actually we are 778, it's just different stories from different people. That's the life, right?
Yeah, that was that.
Well, at least you made it out alive.
Yeah, for sure. Could have gone worse, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
man.
Thanks.
Sure, yep.
Thank you. Sorry, I missed a couple of these super chats. Thank you, Brendan.
The lady just said, go home. Everybody responded by saying, we love you.
And Mark Siffer. Good day from Arizona. We'll be joining the U.S. Caravan soon. Stay warm. Love up there.
Okay, perfect. So we will continue that direction.
Arizona. She was like
Very
that here.
So I don't know if they're blocking this stream, but it's been at the same amount of viewers for
so it would be nice to see what's happening there.
Feels like a couple hours. So perhaps this has been capped, but maybe you can help
Thank
with
you
that
guys
by
for
clicking that thumbs
joining.
up button,
Please share,
sharing the
like,
stream right now,
subscribe.
guys. If you're still watching here at
YouTube
420
algorithm.
Company, thank you.
Were you on the Canada
Thank you for restreaming, guys.
No,
negative 330. It should be warmer.
But yeah, please open up the Press for Truth live stream in a separate tab. And you can help
Caller
us
is
get those
Malin
views, which is going to
Kaza,
affect the YouTube
advising her
algorithm.
ex and his
So we're going
parents are
to
not
the car,
letting his children for the past month.
For both channels.
Let's see what's happening there.
children are at 372 St. Joseph Street.
Hope there's lots of
That's
people.
the exit
Perhaps
and parents'
you've
house.
heard my call and are heeding the call. Head on over to the Press for Truth
The exit
YouTube
of Riot
channel.
Salon.
If you're not watching it directly from Press for
There
Truth
is
on
a
YouTube,
temporary
head on over there
custody order
now.
in place,
Don't
but it
close
doesn't
out the
state
tab that you're
what it's
being made aware of on this channel, but support
So a couple of
great
more
folks support
blocks,
the
I
company. I
believe.
believe they were called.
I've never actually go that way.
Thank you guys for restreaming.
Well, how's everything been out here?
Doing good. What's your channel again? Main Street Canada, but we got banned for a week.
Pressfortruth.ca.
Thank you,
Previous
Justin.
0914 20.
Shout out London.
Did they hit you with that?
Thank you,
but
Mr.
I was filming something that another same like right beside him. He got taken
There
down.
is another checkpoint.
I deleted that video.
Obviously not allowed to go
So they
there.
were cracking down, especially right before they were going to do all that stuff downtown with the riot police.
Was it for filming the speeches?
Brutal. Yeah, something like
at Parliament Hill.
Yeah, one of the lives.
Everybody waiting for the
Yankee 063.
We'll be back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Canadian. Very polite. They follow the rules.
Got someone wanting to visit the one on Nelson and Reno. You advise if that's in the red zone or not.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, Adam Nooch. Adam Nooch. Yo, you better subscribe and like that video or I'm gonna beat your ass.
There is still people going toward that direction. I hope it's going to be more.
PCC from 3X-ray 005.
Yeah, guy arrested for doing peace signs. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Com Center, just wondering what the SOPs are for fueling up the white Ford Explorer. They are Ottawa police vehicles. Some of them our checkpoints are running low. 10-4. Apparently we need a gas key of some kind. 10-4.
Yeah, do they have a fob with them?
No, negative. They say they don't.
Okay, so what's the 1020 in Washington and Ottawa? Get it over.
That's 10-4. So there's one at Bronson and Somerset. 10-4. There's one at Bronson and Laurier. There's one at Bronson, there's one at Laurier and Bay. And there's one at Laurier and Lyon.
Now we are at the Bay Street.
10-4, it's east of the canal, and the last update I got for that was Rideau Canal to the east, from Ottawa and Richmond North, 417 to the south, and Bronson Avenue to the west.
And it's all recorded. People is saying it's restricted area, you're not allowed to go inside. Thank you, officer.
I hope you guys can hear that.
I like you always watch, that's good.
We're fighting for their freedom to wear a mask too, right? Or get the vaccine. That guy said he got hit in the side
Buddy over here on the
with a
drums.
rifle.
First finger I've seen.
Cop hit him with
The guy inside was trying to back up and was crossing on the green. And he said, well, be careful, there's pedestrian.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you keep me on the life.
There's the man.
The Jeep truck.
So I saw somebody in the comments.
Thank you guys
saying,
who
I came
just joined. We're live in
Thanks so
Ottawa.
much. Thank you.
See what's
Thank
going
you
on
for
here.
heading on over, helping with my numbers. Keep the 420 stream open up in the second tab.
That's the first page.
Hey. Yeah.
So much ice.
We got
Very
the
icy.
super chat. Let's check it out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jasmine.
Really hard at 825.27.
I never walked that long once in my life.
His brother, Freedom Man, made
25,527.
So much kilometers.
Can you contact OPS since they're a normal dispatch? Looks like they're moving on the ditch and the lights are out in Maryville and Fairfield, Fallowfield. And there's Eagle on the ditch and the lights right here, so I don't know if they have truck light control or what. If you can advise them, I actually have to take off. I'll talk to the driver, but I have to take off and go to Lycan.
If you hear this, send me another message, and I'll see if I can reply to it.
Vehicle in the ditch, Fallowfield and Maryville. So.
Yeah.
It popped off yesterday.
If you want to know what happened,
Be advised, there's a male with a blue jacket, gray pants. He's heading to the shelter that's allegedly downtown.
Happy the Freedom Van can live to see another day.
Yeah.
That thing should be in a museum one day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Officers there.
Yeah.
10-4, X-ray 001, male party, blue jacket, gray pants, headed to the shelter. Unless he's living there, I don't know if they're going to let him in. We've had other calls regarding that.
Yeah. Go check out, go check out the film.
Stand by.
Thank you.
I'm just going to go speak to him. He's still in the snowbank.
Okay, hang on, guys. My cord.
Okay.
Come on. Attach, I go. Fix it.
Here we go,
I can do that right here. Hang on.
Thank you, Robbie Sky, Killer, left from California.
That's where the bubble.
Oh, right on, man. Cool.
Where's the bubble?
Another guy just said thanks for the live stream. I wouldn't have found this if it wasn't for you.
Okay, so
You got up. You appear to be okay.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, man.
You moved it yesterday?
Here.
Last night. You guys stuck it out the whole way.
We were having a party long live Canada. And then like 15 minutes later, they came and raided him and took Ilya's truck. They did take Ilya's truck for 7 days and bounded the truck that the party was on. And another car got smashed. We got like 10 minutes after. They must have been waiting for us to leave. Like, I didn't even want the press.
You left just in there.
Yeah, literally. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We were there for 2 weeks. 10 minutes ahead of time.
Got lucky, man.
Well, I don't know. Lucky is where preparation and opportunity.
Lots of love out here. I just hear.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Bubbles of steel.
Let me fix my cable situation.
Yeah. Church of Bubbles love you, man.
Church of Bubbles.
Join us, Church of Bubbles.
Does live streams too, right?
Yeah, we do it. What's your? Oh, I'm not live. Shoot.
Hey, dude.
Hey, guys.
Adam Nucci.
Adam Nucci.
Yeah.
Adam, make sure you send the thing out. I'll give you. Give you shouts outs and shares.
I'm live on.
Anybody that's doing this needs more press. Anything we can do to help each other. And that's one thing I found is amazing. My son is kind of like my social media manager guy. So he gets me to go on multiple platforms all at the same time. He does all these kind of things.
Yeah.
He put a link to crypto in my thing, and I got some crypto. You know, not telling you what wallet is so you can steal it, government, but whatever.
Like
Not
a
that much.
donation thing?
A donation
Yeah,
thing, right? But yeah, he's been helping me with all that stuff. And where are we going with that? What were we talking about?
3 November 601.
Streamers.
Smoke more weed. The live stream, I see a bunch of them are re-streaming things.
Yeah, pretty much.
These guys will have like 4 or 5 feeds on at a time.
I've seen that, yeah.
Right on. And my feed was one of them. And I reached out to them. They're already giving me credit and are helping us
Yeah.
promote while promoting all the other ones. So support all of them. Support all of them.
November 601, go ahead.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I told him I'd be going live and he's going to be re-streaming. So.
I know he does it only at like certain times.
So,
he was
there's been,
yesterday's today.
I don't know, 5 or 6 people so far who said they've come down here because of this stream.
Yeah, good times.
Awesome,
Thanks,
man. Thank you.
Love you. Thanks for all you
Which,
do.
Yeah,
We
thank
need
you.
if we keep saying that, and the authorities are watching this, they may try to have it shut down. So get ready to download this stream, everybody. And if you're watching this now and you want to get down here, get on down here. We're at the intersection of Wellington and Booth.
Go ahead.
Down right
There's our
beside
buddy
the
over
War
there. He's going
Museum.
checked with the driver, they're okay. They're just going to sit in their car, and they'll just await OPS attendance, and they'll probably need Ottawa, the city, to come fix the lights also.
Maybe 300 people now? Got them all across the street on the other side, got a bunch of people on this side. So, again, just a quick recap. Their massive clampdown yesterday pushed out all the protesters to the outskirts, which is essentially here right now.
Right behind you.
And
There's Bacon 3 Echo 2 zone car for a mental health call.
the downtown core. Which they're calling a red zone, but there's no defined line.
730 Salve 3 car is Christine John. Advising her husband
Really good thing I got my
suffering from psychosis, not taking medication. The list, I'll find him. He's not aware of the police have been called. He is seeing things and hearing things in the past and taken out of the
scope things out.
He's downstairs, callers upstairs.
End the stream and
Not sure
warm up
what
a little
his
bit.
response will be. He has very big movements.
Get ready to start another one. But I'll certainly stay here for as long as it makes sense, guys.
10-4, stand by.
Let me know if anybody has any other streams opened up that they're watching and paying attention to, and if you see there's anything of interest that you feel I should be at instead of this, because honestly, this is just going to be more of the same all day. It's a beautiful thing to see, but at the same time, you know,
It's not done.
I think everybody kind of gets the gist of what's happening here.
Is hospital already, guys? That's the bus. 2 days ago, or I guess 2 nights ago.
No wonder, it's just people with, especially like this, it's just people with Canada flag. Canadian flag.
I'm trying to read your comments, but they're flying by quickly.
So the mail has flags and RMS.
People are so upset. This. You're getting some middle fingers, some thumbs down, and things like that.
601, they just pulled the trailer out as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, first, thank you for all the work you've been doing to document things.
Here comes the guy in the Jeep again.
With all the bullshit from the media, you guys.
Can you go down 10th Street? Is that correct? Somebody said they just saw the client going down there.
It's right here. So that's amazing. Keep up the great work. And all you guys watching, come here. All their orders are absolutely.
You got another middle finger.
We're doing it right now, and we're going to stop until we get our freedom back. Originally, that meant
Mike says
ending
good
the
job,
COVID
Dan. Thank
measures,
you so much.
but now apparently some doofus have decided to call
Go back
martial
to
law.
Parliament, see what's
I'm
going on.
sorry. 3X3033.
And we're going to keep having more love, more peace, and demand more freedom. We're not going to stop.
033.
There are people gathered at Parliament Hill since
Bronx and Slater, we had protesters here that are live streaming, that are asking for people to come and converge on us here. We've only got 3 of them here at this point, but I don't know if more than anytime.
There's really no need for that. One thing I want to say
10-4, is there any rover units that can slide over to Bronx later?
trying to hold that again, just push and all that. Just stay on the ground, do your best impersonation of Gandhi. Don't even
another
try
middle
to,
finger.
Don't hold that
X-ray 011.
Another middle
line.
finger.
It's not by pushing. You sit down, you don't say a word.
Another
you
middle
can
finger.
sing or whatever, but share your
We're getting a lot of middle
passive
fingers.
resistance. That's how 1 billion Indians got their
And
freedom.
whoever's just asking me about parliamentary workers, yes, they're supposed to be allowed with proper ID, so I don't know.
I guess I wasn't paying attention, but there are a lot of middle fingers.
That's what I gotta say.
3X3027.
Well, I live nearby. I live in Elmer. I'm actually the candidate for the people.
Go ahead.
Team Pancakes. So
We have an OPS CHR location, please. The Albert at Boston. There's an Alberta unit we have to be screened and intoxicated. Then we found on Albert Street. It's coming on commissioners.
some of them local, some of them not, from pretty much every background.
And you said it was a female party?
Demand their freedom, which started with COVID, but now
Male
it's
party, yeah. It's better than that.
Yesterday,
They'll probably be
Okay,
up
let's
there.
see if we get what we
of
get.
my coverage here in downtown.
there is a convoy in Quebec City, but it's an independent convoy.
2201.
Wave, we got a wave.
Dan, for your ribs.
Oh, I think we're getting what we got here.
I got out.
I think that guy got finger.
3X-ray 041.
I don't know what that was.
They're planning, and we'll
A
see
finger,
what
another middle finger.
because we want to make sure that
I just have a report to be passed on OPSC.
we respect the laws. We want to make sure we are peaceful.
Yesterday all day
But people should
thumbs down.
To tackle 4.
I am fully all about just getting this in.
Oh yes, absolutely.
10-4, we're coming from Ottawa, we call Alpha 4-2. To tackle 4.
You get a few middle fingers
As opposed to just staying neutral and not doing anything.
Heading northbound on Bronson. Almost caused 4 accidents, driving erratically and trying to maintain a lane. A Quebec marker of November 5 to Lima Whiskey Tango and possibly making Uber delivery.
They responded with "We love you," which is how you should respond to hate. You should respond with love. Everybody was very loud, "We love you."
Red two doors to the hand now, northbound Bronson, almost caused 4 MPCs, November 5-2, Lima Whiskey Tango, Quebec marker, possible Uber delivery. How long ago was that?
Example of the symbolism that
Approximately 5 to 10 minutes ago, and happened on Bronson, going northbound. The complainant was following the
absolutely, and that's what we got to do. We got to respond with more freedom. We'll have more hate, we'll have more freedom. Sorry, more love, and yeah, hopefully more freedom too. But yeah,
still in Ottawa.
10-4.
So if you're not yet subscribed,
And your message has been passed on reference to fuel, so there should be something coming around.
on the ground and maybe don't mind us what's going on.
Let's see what we get.
If you could advise OPS, we have one tail knife.
Middle finger, and the guy yelled "fuck you" in his car.
Everybody with love.
Thumbs up.
and especially subscribing to me on all the
That's
alternative video sharing platforms that are more so censorship resistant.
And you're in eastbound Albert still coming up to Commissioner.
And a thumbs up. On. I think this is a perfect example of how divided this country is.
It's 1 hour from
It's almost half and half. Half and half. Thumbs up, wave. How you doing, buddy?